Ready?
Let's do
Sure.
it.
1, 2.
Well, let's just say that this is like episode 10 because we have a special guest with us today. I don't know if it really is or not, but
It is. I went back and counted them today.
okay.
I'm like,
Well, there we
I wanted
go.
to number. I wanted to number this one. I did number the last one, so then I counted them back.
Right.
Yeah, this is number 10.
Froggy Tonic is here with us today doing. Have you done a face reveal before, or like I'm sure it's out there? But
Technically, yes.
Re-revealing.
First of all, I apologize for my immense disrespect because I'm eating as my introduction begins. So I'm so sorry. I haven't eaten. I'll stop.
No. Bon appetit. Please get comfortable. It's 9 p.m. right now in France.
That's right.
It is 9 p.m. Right. So dinner time. Certain folks, welcome to episode 10 of Better Left Unsaid. Just before we get started, kind of have to mention something for the do not worries out there, everybody in chat. As you guys know, the community suffered like a massive loss over the weekend. The passing of the great Jim D. Dukers, the one and only. He's been a viewer of every single episode of this show. Would send super chats every single time we ever streamed. Always showed a lot of love. Always showed a lot of support. Was there for everybody in the community on Discord. Anybody ever needed like a helping hand, he was always there for them. So obviously, it's gonna be weird doing this without him. But we're gonna do a special stream on Monday, a memorial stream for Jim. So whoever wants to tune in, that's gonna be happening. So everybody, show your love to Jim in the chat, and yeah.
Could you tell me a little bit more about Jim? So it was big community member.
A huge community member. I was the first time Jim commented on one of my videos, like sent in a super chat and then introduced himself as like an OG activist that was like arrested in like the 80s and 70s because he used to always go to protests. I was like, holy shit, like why is someone like you watching someone like us? How did you end up finding one of my videos was my question. And then ever since then, he became like a fixture on the channel. And then we lovingly gave him the title of Mayor, or in Arabic, Makhtar Jim, because he was always there for everybody on every single stream. And he became family, essentially. It's the only way to put it,
When I saw the tweet, or I think it was a YouTube post, I thought it was the mayor of your town. I was not familiar.
No,
so
yeah.
You said mayor. I thought it was mayor of your town.
He's mayor of Do Not Worry Town, for sure. So, and it also brings into perspective just how much like you care for everyone in the audience, everyone in the chat. Like, can't take anyone for granted. And times like these kind of put it in perspective.
Yeah, and it really is the community that like makes doing this worth it, right? So
sure. I mean, the human aspect is what binds us all in, socialism, solidarity, being in a community, relying on each other. So yeah, it's always the constant.
Yeah, sure.
Froggy, thank you so much for being here. Very excited to have you on. I've been following you on Twitter for like I don't know when this whole saga began.
More than a year, I think.
You've been a very interesting and very key figure in this whole Ethan Klein, H3 decline, Hassan Piker, creator clash. Like you've been like in there since the beginning, since the creator. I think you got involved since the creator clash days. But I just wanted to quickly start with a question. So I mean, I guess you're known as iDubbbz's ex-editor. Just quickly tell us a little bit more about yourself. Like, what do you do? Are you an editor full time? I want to know as well before we get into.
For sure. So I've been around for a long time. I've been on YouTube for a long time. I've done a couple of different projects, and at some point, my friends kept bugging me like, "You have a talent, you should pursue it." I'm not after money, so I not relentlessly came into this, but I slowly built a portfolio, and one of the videos in the portfolio was Creator Clash 1, a fan-made trailer that I released. I don't know. I think cool. So 2023 was Creator Clash 2, so it must have been 2022. Mm-hmm. And I kind of got the attention of Ian, iDubbbz, and he liked the trailer. And 6 months after he contacted me to do a trailer for the Creator Clash 2.
Okay.
And so from there, the relationship was kind of fantastic. I'm not gonna lie, one of the best bosses client that I got. And yeah, at some point I took initiative and asked him, listen, I want to film at the event. Can I come? He said yes. Then I did the social for a little bit. I filmed the event, and then I opened my mouth about Ethan Klein, and that was it. But right now, like, I mean, I'm a video editor, camera guy, etc. But as I told you earlier, I have a lot of interests. So I'm doing this on and off. Right now, I'm doing personal projects. Then I'm sliding
Mhm.
onto a totally different sphere of creation. But yeah, I just have a creative mind, I guess, and I
Yeah,
do stuff.
I think James and I were both very impressed with your background and like your setup. So we told you, like, we encourage you to come, and you have like great English accent, like you like, for someone
Thank
who
you.
lives in France, you're full-time Frenchman, you have
Thank
a
you.
great English accent. So you could do this full time, man.
Actually, English all learn on YouTube too. Like I used to watch very simple like English vocabulary from Smosh, Shane Dawson, bro. Shane Dawson.
Oh wow.
I remember some stuff. Like I didn't understand much of the concepts, but that kind of fed into my vocabulary and how you build sentences, whatnot. And yeah, I watched. Uh, I don't know if you remember. We're aging. We're getting white hair. YouTube Live 2008. I don't know if you remember this. I don't know if you watched this. I watched it.
I
I
definitely did
don't
not
think so.
watch
You
it.
don't
No,
remember that? Ah, dude. I
no.
think it was 2008.
I was around in
Um,
2008, but
but yeah. So yeah, YouTube. I wanted to know a little bit about your French, because like, so you speak French, you speak so English very well too. What else
yeah.
do you
So
speak?
Arabic, English, French, and Arabic. And my dad speaks Assyrian, like the original like ancient language. But like I never learned that. But my dad speaks four languages. So yeah, French was my first language because Lebanon was colonized by the French for a long time. So
Yeah.
my mom went to Lycée Français. She went to a French school, so she spoke French all the time at school and
Wow.
at home with her parents. And I guess my dad used to speak some French as well. So when they raised my sister and I, French was the first language at home. Most Lebanese people speak French, or a lot of them, at least half of the population, or at least understand it. So it was pretty common. So would speak French at home with my family, with my cousins, all sorts of like families. So that's kind of how I speak French. But it's not as like I've lost a lot of my French just because once I moved to the States, I just was speaking English
Yeah,
exclusively,
for sure.
and like I don't live with my family anymore. So, but yeah, that explains the French. We should do once you get back at the streaming, we'll do an all French stream. How about that? We'll we
I
could
took
talk.
high
Maybe,
school French
maybe.
You,
and then
you
I've been
got
representing the Americans by not
all
speaking
right.
any other secondary languages.
Please say something in French. What do you know in French? Like, what's your? Can you? Should I give
Uh
you a prompt or?
We can give you a cue, yeah.
I'll try to let's see what do I remember? I think the most useful phrase was like "Comment parler eat en français?" you just ask the teacher how you say something in French, and then they tell it to you.
Hell yeah.
All right,
Comment
that's great.
parlez-vous eat?
So
Yeah.
eat is
Well,
manger,
okay,
kind of
I do
similar to.
remember eat. I remember some of it. Comment parler? Go fuck yourself en français.
Va te faire foutre.
There you go.
The French is one of the most complicated language out there for
Oh
sure.
yeah.
Like it's insane. Even us, like you need to understand that as adults, we debate. We're not agreeing on the semantics of certain stuff, the conjugation, the grammar, within like an adult setting of like, but you're supposed to say it like this, and it's constantly evolving. So it's like, yeah, it's impossible to keep up with if you're
That's
a
Well,
yeah.
foreigner.
isn't there like a bureau in France? It's like we're here to maintain the quality of the French language.
I think. I mean, there's the French. What is it? No, l'Académie Française. Je crois que I think it's for cinema. I don't remember. But yeah. There's something.
Okay.
And you
Writing
need to
French.
go ahead.
No, sorry. Go ahead, Froggy.
So French as it is, like you need to understand that we had a tons, and I guess a lot of countries did that. We had a ton of regional languages. There was a lot of different varied cultures around the different regions, and it's essentially the nobles that kind of drove the French that we have today. The French people like wine or whatever. No, back in the day, wine wasn't shit. Like, and so we used to have many different little dialects that some of the grandparents still talk a little bit, but it's getting a little lost, unfortunately.
Interesting. Yeah,
And
that
so
makes
I
sense.
wanted to. So sorry, I'm a big yapper and very curious. I wanted to
Go
know.
ahead.
So you learned, Anthony. You learned. I mean, your mother and your sister and yourself. You learned French, but like so. France colonized Algeria, and they did these things where they essentially forced French onto the population. So I guess that's what happened in Lebanon as well.
I guess, yeah, because they built a bunch of schools. I don't think they forced it, but like they certainly built a couple of schools and tried to like influence people and push them in
Right.
that direction. But like I'm not sure. I honestly don't know if they forced it. But I just did want to agree on one thing. Writing French is extremely complicated. All the
Yeah,
different déterminaison, and then you have exceptions. Like you have all these
bro,
words are supposed to end like this, but there are some exceptions, and you're like,
bro.
why are there exceptions? And it's very confusing. There's like six different ways that you can end a word, like either with an e or with an ai,
Yeah.
or it's
Oh
like
my
stop.
fucking god.
It's like why?
Dude, I got this new phone that came with I change phone every like 5 6 years, so tech changes drastically when I change phone. Right now this one does grammatical corrections, and before it didn't. So now I have to like I do much less mistakes, but that constantly when you want to write, you got to verify. So this is supposed to be like conjugated with this, but then but it's plural and feminine. Oh, but there's an exception because there's one thing in front of the verb. So go fuck yourself. It's crazy, insane.
You're
That's
not
right.
using, so basically you're not going to be using AI to correct French essays anytime soon.
I mean, most likely, I'm
Maybe.
sure. So I mean, so I have a friend who that I was with yesterday who uses his work pushes AI like crazy. So he uses AI. I'm sure there's students in the country who rely on that. I don't know the situation exactly. I don't know how it works, but it is complicated. It is a complicated language for sure.
Uh, I wanted to ask, were you a fan? Did you used to be a fan of H3, or did you
Of
just sort of?
course, I was a
Oh, so
I was a big fan.
I
I was
could
a
kind of
big
tell
fan.
from your tweets. I just wanted to make sure. So you're a fallen fan essentially. You're
I'm
one of us.
absolutely am. So it's a shame that I could actually show this. I'm thinking if I should do live editing right now.
Okay, go.
I did have a
I can yap too. I'm also a yapper, so if you need some time, James and I can yap away while you make
Yeah, I
while you do
think
your
we're
so
all
editing.
I
yappers.
did make there was one initial video that I did. Oh, can you show stuff on screen? Like
Yeah,
you yourself?
We can show
let me
stuff.
make you a co-host. Let me make you a co-host, and then I can and you could share, or and then I can also you can send me links. But let me
Let
just make
me
you guys
pull
co-hosts just
up
in case. Make
a different
co-host.
Because
browser.
when you were talking about your video editing, my mind immediately jumped to how Ethan always brags about like his skills as a video editor. And he's like, "Oh, I bet Hassan could never produce a video as half as good as the content nuke." And like his one joke
Bro,
is like a repeated I don't even know what it was repeated, like Hassan saying that doesn't change the dynamic for me at all, or it was like the Seinfeld theme playing throughout.
right.
I'm like, this is elite content editing.
Like I so it's funny. So okay, so chat. I wanted to show you something a little bit. So chat, I made a couple of I need to make room because like I got a beautiful window, right? It's beautiful. I got some paint right now, so it's not, but so I made a few things, and so I had to take some screenshots, and so I got to
Oh, there.
essentially watch the nuke a little bit these past few days, and so I made a few different little
I
things
saw
for
I
my
saw that on your Twitter. I'm back
Let
home,
me.
girly pop nation.
yeah yeah, and so the nuke is it is batshit crazy, bro. I have so much to say. It is so batshit crazy. So yes, like elite video editing from Ethan Klein. I mean, there was a time where during the H3 production days, there were some cool videos that he did, and it was all fine and dandy. And there were some stuff that are funny, but it's not like, yeah, it's not some name drop Austin Knox, who's an excellent video editor.
Yes, shout
So
out.
it's not that, for example. But yeah, let me search, because I said way back. I tried to. So first of all, I had tried to DM AB back in the day, because like I saw where Ethan. I was still watching. I think in early 2024, was it? Yeah, I think. But slowly, I was just completely derailing from the H3 train. It was getting weird, man. And so I kind of saw a few alarms and a few red flags, and I wanted to try and reel in, like try to not watch the train crash on its own. So I had messaged AB back in the day, and I made one video trying to kind of like show how dumb this motherfucker was. And at the end, I signed the video as, yeah, fallen fan. So yes, I was a big fan of H3.
Okay, and can I ask you, what did you used to like about H3? So like, what made you a big fan? It's someone, Irene, actually, and I'm gonna get to some of your super chats in a second, guys. Thank you so much for everybody who's sending super chats. Irene is asking, how did H3 cultivate such an intellectual fan base back in the day? It's a phenomenon. And speaking of intellectual fan base, Ethan's Basement is in the chat. Hello, Ethan's Basement. Says hi, Froggy in chat. Shout out. So yeah, another one of those great fallen fans with a lot of talent, very intellectual as well. Ethan's Basement. So yeah, honestly, like a lot of us were. I mean, they did. Yeah. So what did you like about H3? How did they manage to get you to be a fan?
So I think there's a lot of privilege when you are a white male in the colonial core, that essentially shades your eyes from certain realities. One of which is like this righteousness of a bullying campaign towards bad targets that are commonly denominated as bad. But you kind of like you miss essentially the behavior, the ill intent, because the target might seem legitimate. And so I think like it was back in the day, it was more like poking fun at stuff, the initial H3 stuff. I mean, there are stuff that were outrageous. If you go on the H3 production channel, there were some. I mean, I'm thinking about, was it Vitality? The Rush, was he Russian? The Russian, he got
Vitaly?
Vitali.
Vitali. There you go. Didn't get arrested in fucking in
The
Asia,
Philippines, I
in
think.
the
I think it was in the
Philippines. Yeah.
Philippines, and he just got out like 2 months ago or something. He was there for like
Okay.
6 months or something.
Okay.
He
Goddamn.
was there for a while. Yeah, he got fucked up.
So what did he do?
So
He like falsely accused someone of like sexual assault or something? I don't know.
I wonder.
In the Philippines, no, he was deemed a public nuisance.
Oh.
He was just running around doing like really annoying shit, disrespectful stuff
He was a
for like his
YouTuber?
stream. He's like a streamer,
Also, like,
yeah.
so
So he
what's the name of the guy that
Johnny
got
Somali,
Yeah,
just
there
like
you go.
Johnny Somali, Johnny
Yeah.
Somali, who's out there. He's like in Korea, I think. Yeah, so
Yep.
he's doing the same kind of shit in the Philippines and got arrested for it. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, like if we take the couple of targets that he had back in the day, there were some, legitimate. I mean, shit, Keemstar, who is still kind of
Yeah.
a
Who's
menace
now his
today.
favorite? It's his favorite streamer now. Keemstar is.
Dude, have you? So you can pull this up. I spent sometimes, like I saw one tweet right one time, and I well, go ahead and talk a little bit. I'm gonna search for a tweet, and then I'll be free.
Yeah, yeah, no. Half the people that Ethan is allied with now used to hate him back in the day, and half of his like fans that were like public supporters of his have like either abandoned them or just completely called them
Yeah.
out.
And
it
cut. Yeah,
I
go
don't know.
ahead.
It's kind of speaks to like his lack of morals. It just seems like I sometimes hear people on the left doing a little bit of infighting, and they're like, I don't know if this person's really a leftist or if they're just in the right place at the right time to be a leftist. And I think that's silly for a lot of people, but I actually think it describes Ethan Klein well. Like, he was in a situation where he was able to align himself against kind of these, like, I don't know, toxic internet personalities like Keemstar, like Vitali, like Johnny Somali, and maybe it was kind of at the. You guys were bigger fans of Ethan than I ever was, so maybe you can speak more about this. But it seems like he kind of got on the internet and was in this upsurge of kind of like wokeism and just like rape apologists.
Wokeism and like also kind of anti-political. Like for example, the whole Humongous. Do you remember the Humongous story? Like he was defending Humongous. He became a friend of the show. Like that was kind of fun. But also, I mean, kind of to piggyback on what Froggy Tonic was saying, Ethan, and then also what you were saying, James. Like they always did stand for the obvious like moral things. Like, oh no, we're against homophobia, we're against racism, we're against this, we're against that. So they had that that sheen, that look, that vibe of like, oh look, they're leftists. Most of my morals, line up with them. Even when it came to Israel, they would often put out like that one statement that Ethan, that one tweet that he had put out that he keeps showing now time and again that he wrote like 4 years ago. At the time, I was like, okay, like I'm glad that they said this. And Ethan would kind of be critical of Israel, and there's a lot of the vlog footage where he would kind of shit on Israel. So I was like, okay, he seems like a chill, probably anti-Zionist or something. Never thought much of it. Yeah, he like for the most part, he kind of at least he fooled us into thinking that that's what it was. But once shit hit the fan, and then like he had to like actually take a stand and be and that's what's crazy to me. Like he's able to defend like he's against homophobia, all this obvious stuff. But when it came to the most obvious case of inhumanity and the most obvious case of human rights being completely disregarded, he just completely failed to like meet the moment, and his allegiances to like Israel and Zionism were just too much of a barrier for him to like. And again, I've said this before. I think that if he weren't married to Ela, if he weren't married to like an Israeli person, he would have broken through and been like, you know what,
100%.
Yeah,
but he's
300%.
300.
So yeah, no, that's absolutely the case. Like there's an infamous clip of him. By the way, is there echo from my speakers to the mic? You don't hear anything?
Nope, I don't hear anything.
No.
Okay, and you still hear me completely fine when the mic is at that distance?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So there's an infamous clip of him like telling that he had been educated in a progressive setting and whatnot, and that he was pro-Palestinian. But then when it came to going there and learning about the people, learning about the people and getting, some ideas, then the story gets complicated. But I think that ultimately Ethan is very malleable. Like if we have to go like already deep in the Ethan tunnel, this guy was very socially anxious in general. He always had anxiety. So he's always wanted validation and to be in some kind of, thing and whatnot. So I think like meeting Ela was at a time where he was very, very down in the dumps, and that kind of rose him back up, comforted him. And I think there's a lot of recent behavior that is entirely to essentially validate Ela, and essentially, I don't know if you want to go as far as saying save the marriage, but there's clearly like, you could see him on the stream correct himself when he was looking at Ela.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's like, dog, have a fucking spine, bro. And it reminds me of AB. Like there was some kind of shit where everybody was on his back because he wasn't standing for himself, and he was essentially, Ethan was walking all over him, and then you would see him on Twitter or Instagram, yo, hey, I'm pro-Palestine, and at the end of the day, he's not standing up for anything. And there was a debate like of, well, I mean, it's his boss, he's got to represent him. Bro, I fucking killed some of my contracts because I stood up for some stuff that I believed in.
Yeah.
So it's like, come on, like, yeah, Ethan is.
Yeah,
is
there's like college kids getting deported from the fucking country because they're daring to write articles in their school newspapers about about the apartheid in Israel. And AB can't speak up on a fucking podcast with millions of subscribers.
And now they're kind of stuck. Like AB at this point, even if he left now, I think, like, I don't know. I think he's kind of chosen a side. Like, I don't know if he would get if he would get the props that that they might be looking for.
I always say that I blame I always say that I blame Los Angeles real estate situation, like renting situation, because
right, they have to. They're stuck in a loop. Like you have to. You can't.
Exactly.
Like,
it's like
maybe that's why Ethan's so against socialism.
To keep his little pets on a leash.
Exactly.
Like, I'm sure it used to be before all of this shit and before it became such a toxic show where no one wants to associate with them anymore. But like back in the day, that must have been a cushy job. And like, where else can you find a kind of substitute for, like, they're never going to find a similar job. They either have to get like a normal job or like make content out on their own. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna
tell you, like, to circle back on like me being a fan back in the day, there was legitimately a good fucking vibe on screen, and there was a lot of time where it was legitimate positive fucking thing, and anytime there was like just the crew hanging out, it was super chill. So I can only imagine that even writing the little bits, even like making the little slides for each topic or whatever, having to create sets, Cam, the very talented Cam, doing graphics and whatnot. It must have been fucking awesome. I can totally understand that. Throughout that, they also like created some kind of history between themselves and further the bounds that makes them unable to live today. So it's like, yeah, it's I can concede that it's a very complex situation. AB is stuck, as his ass stuck in between two chairs to some degree. Like, motherfucker made himself sick, psychosomatically. So it's like, dude, think, like, is it worth it? Is it all worth it? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not in his shoes. It's just a shame, but yeah, it must have been dope at some point. It must have been absolutely dope.
Yeah, like people like Sam as well, like shouting out. Sam was super talented, and
she's fucking awesome, bro.
She's great. Yeah, Ian's pretty funny. Ian, I don't know if Ian has his own channel now called I think On the Porch with Ian.
Very funny.
He's making some fun videos, like traveling around the country. So a lot of the crew, I think, that have been able to move on now. Again, a lot of them are still going to be friends and associate with Ethan. They've worked together for a long time, and I think they're gonna. And we know how Ethan treats his enemies or people that turn their back on him. So I don't think anyone wants any of that smoke. But
so I sent you something on Discord. I don't want to risk pulling up my screen or whatever. I don't know how it behave. But yeah, it's like I had I had seen a tweet. I think I quoted it actually. I had seen a tweet, and I spent the night like tallying up every like friend of the show from back in the day and enemies and whatnot, and you can see the evolution. And so I think it's like,
that's gonna be interesting.
Fucking yeah, there you go. And it's like a lot of people. So you can see I don't remember the word in English of the thing at the bottom. We call that a legend in French.
Yes.
But you can see like there. I mean, all the people that completely dissociated from the people that don't even want to mention Ethan. And yes, on the old enemies, you can see the green little squares of enemies that didn't fuck and were completely like rejected by the pod and the community. But nowadays, it's a different story. So
completely flipped.
It's very sad. It's like when I look at this, like all made up, like all tallied up, it's like, yikes. Like, oh my God. It's like,
dude, Ela's Instagram followers, it's like down to 600 something K. Like, wasn't she close to a
Damn.
million followers on Instagram, or like 900K? Like to lose almost 300,000 followers, like they took a massive hit to their brand.
For
I
sure.
have no idea how Teddy Glow is doing. Like, oh my God, I don't know how Teddy Glow. Like,
Ooh,
I feel like Teddy
yeah,
Glow is doing horrible. I feel like Teddy Fresh sales are done. Like, I've spent so
for
much money on
sure.
Teddy Fresh. Like, I myself, so I'll be the first to
Damn.
tell you that they're missing out on a lot of money from someone that used to very happily, browse their website every single week and always look to buy new shit. And
I used to
Mood
browse
alert.
their shit. I think it's too like this is thrifted. So
IDF.
it's like I used to watch their shit and I thought some pieces were cool and their campaigns and whatnot. I can also commend well, I have to watch out with that sentence. I have to concede of the evolutions of Ila's shyness in front of the camera. I'm referring to the shoots that she did for herself and Teddy Fresh. So there was some cool stuff. I never bought it because I thought it was a little too expensive. But yeah,
it was. It certainly was. But I mean, that was something that I used to like them. I was like, you know what? I'm glad to pay that little premium to support this channel that I like, etc. I'm sure our values will align forever. And then lo and behold,
yeah.
they did not. Quick little random side questions. Are there a lot of other French H3 fans? Like, do you know, are you like an anomaly amongst your friends? Or like, do you know other French
I
people?
can tell you something. So how the fuck do I do that? Yeah, I do
Do you
that.
want to show
Okay.
something else?
No, it's all good. It's all good. And so I barely use Zoom. We used to use
Yes.
like go ahead. Oh,
No,
sorry.
we need to upgrade to something better. So we're using Zoom
Yeah.
as a temporary
I
measure.
mean, it is good technically. Like it works. It completely functions. The oh, by the way, but about Zoom, like back in the day. So you know how I can tell you, but I guess is it public knowledge? I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess I talked about it. The back in the day. So Ethan wanted to catch me off guard, not knowing who I was, not knowing how I behaved, and he wanted to invite me on a what 7 versus 1 on his podcast.
Mhm.
And immediately someone mentioned, "Dude, get Bat Empanada from back in the day, not the
Mhm.
one that exists today."
Yeah,
Right.
very
And
controversial, man. Empanada, even more than
eh,
before he's become.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, well, and so someone told me like, yeah, you should do a little Sam Cedar. I was like, yes. And so I had to work with so Bad Empanada and Zoom. I had a setup so that I could switch the aux of like mic and speakers or whatever, so that Bad Empanada say that H3 would have contacted me on Zoom. I could hijack him from Discord so that
Oh,
he could.
you
I,
tried to
I
do that.
I
That's so
set it up.
funny.
We were working together. I tested it on my laptop, PC, all that. I had all set up. It was working flawlessly. I tried to bait the motherfucker with a tweet, with a whatever. I even like DM'd them, and they didn't take the bait. They got wiser and
That's
they didn't want to, they
yeah, yeah.
that's the thing. They want easy prey. Like I'm it's I have to I was gonna say some dumb shit. So Ethan one-on-one, like without Chat GPT, without the crew, I mean it's a bad time
Ethan,
for him,
you
like
can
with
you,
anybody.
you can't. They've invited me on twice, and every time they would tell me to come on, I'm like, I mean, I'd come on if you drop the lawsuits, but also every time I would ask the chat, like, should I go on? Most of them would be like, no, don't go on there. But they would always say, if you do go on there, do the Sam Cedar, like Bad Empanada, like drop in as well.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah,
was like, you got to do that. If you
for
ever
sure.
do go on,
For sure, for
then
sure.
Bro, he'd
you should do
definitely
that.
sue you if you if you brought Bad Empanada on. Be like, this is like audio assault or something.
Yeah. But to me,
I've been so he never sued you, right?
no, I'm
Neither
not
of
sued, but
us.
I am mentioned in his Reddit lawsuit. They do mention me because they used me as an
Look at
example.
you. Look at you.
I feel like I
I am
got like
we're
relegated
named.
to the other category. They're like,
Yeah,
and others.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
make it into the lawsuit. Not yet. Hey, not yet. You know what I mean? You never know. There's plenty of lawsuits to come, I'm sure.
there's sometimes left, you know. There's some times left, you know. We never know what could happen. You know?
Well, what
But
happened
like
with
to me,
that? Because Anthony, you reacted to the content nuke, right?
I did. I did.
So,
I
was
never.
yours just like long enough where he's like,
Did
I
he
guess I'm
just
not
go
gonna
just
sue him?
after Arab women?
I don't even know why they like why they chose who they chose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm sure I have people in my live chat saying like similar things. Like I'm glad I'm watching here and not on Ethan's channel. Like just like people were writing on every like.
I
It's
think
not like
that's
I
so
did.
silly. That's so
It's
silly.
crazy.
I
You
think the
know.
whole lawsuit is ridiculous, but especially when he's like, well, I could sue Asmongold at XQC, but they're nice to me.
Right,
So,
right.
like,
Yeah.
they didn't have CPS get called to my house, so I'm going to sue Denims. Like,
Yeah.
you're on record admitting you're suing these people not for copyright
Yeah.
infringement, but out of personal spite.
I
As
saw a
long as
great tweet.
you go ahead.
So yeah, there was a tweet that like a post from Reddit that literally showed a picture of like Frogan, Denims, Sean the Black, and iDubbbz in Hassan's room filming the content cop, and someone was like that's was it worth going to Hassan's house, and it was on the H3 subreddit, and they're all like, yeah, like
Right.
basically that's the payment they get, and basically he sued 3 out of those 4 people, and the only person not sued in that picture was Sean the Black, who he also threatened with a lawsuit while he was on like his anniversary getaway with Ela. He was busy like threatening someone else with a lawsuit.
That's what I do.
Like
That's
a
what I do on dates.
wasn't he like at the back of like the room, like a little goblin on his phone like that while Ela was taking a picture of the landscape? Was it that? I don't remember. That was
Yeah,
funny. That
it
was
is
a
pretty
funny
much
little picture.
that.
God damn. It like if I mean if we want to talk about Ethan's obsessive behavior, like that's something that I saw pretty. Oh, you asked if there was any French
Oh yeah.
fans that I knew. So my friend, so I was playing with my friend yesterday, and this guy, we talked about the situation. So when Ethan was harassing me for a week, and he told me that he used to watch a little bit of a H3 production, and but he started to see like some red flags, like just the behavior. And what he
Hmm.
said to me like yesterday was he thought that Ethan was the type of guy that it was all good when you had him as a friend, but as soon as you had him, you know,
As an
it was
enemy.
over. So he did hit the nail on the head. Like it's really that if you stroke his cock, or strike his cock, no, striking his cock would be bam. Stroke his cock. If you stroke his cock,
Stroke.
yeah, it's all good. Yeah, punching a cock is not, it's not good. If you message him, it's all good. As soon as you criticize him, you stop your devotion. It's, yeah, it's,
Well,
I mean,
I can't help but draw the comparisons between Ethan Klein and Trump because it's the exact same
Mhm.
thing about Trump, where if you stroke his ego, you're like his best friend in the world. But if you criticize him even the tiniest bit, you're dead to him, and he'll
You're
do
exactly.
scorched earth against you.
so Trump yesterday, there was speculation that the shooting at the White
Oh
House
yeah, I
might have
know.
been a false flag. So has Ethan been accused of doing false flags too, to
Oh
better his
right, right,
image
right.
at a time of you know, I don't know, I'm just, you know, I'm asking a question, you know.
I don't
What's
know.
your opinion on these lawsuits, though? Like, on speaking of the
On the
copyright
lawsuits,
lawsuits,
I mean,
the
it's
the
fucking
first
insane.
3, the copyright ones, because he's got like 3 kinds of lawsuits going on. He's got copyright lawsuits for like a copyright infringement. He's got the defamation lawsuit against Noah
And
Samson,
Noah and Samson, yep.
and
What
the what's
defamation
the lawsuit
lawsuit?
against iDubbbz that he's threatening? Is it also defamation? Like,
It's, yeah.
Oh yeah,
I think it is defamation.
because he reported on Destiny's tweet.
because you reported
Yeah,
on Destiny, and he's got the Reddit lawsuit, which I don't know what that's about. That's about like creating a market
brigading,
substitute,
or
and like again, I don't know what that's about. But he's
I
got like
I don't know. I haven't dwelled into them, or looked at like professionals of law recounting their expertise on it. But what I'm thinking is, yeah, dumbassery all around. It's very rich and funny. I mean, rather tragic, of course, that the motherfucker who has been known and propelled towards YouTube, um, YouTube like kingdom. Like I don't know the word. I'm sorry, but
Royalty?
like
Royalty.
royalty. There you go. The guy who has been propelled to YouTube royalty for having fought a was it how do you call this fair use?
Yeah, fair
There you go.
use.
Mhm.
Fair use lawsuit and won and was celebrated for winning. Um, Now this guy is using the same tools for just as frivolous, stupid shit. Because clearly he's insecure about the things that are said, and he doesn't have enough confidence to believe in what he has. I'm telling you, like again, the you, yeah. I mean, we go back to Hila, but anyway, I'm gonna continue.
It's all her fault.
No, but it's like
She
so.
ruined a good man.
It's always a weird parallel to go to take because like I've been working with iDubbbz and Anissa when there was the whole like how would you describe this blowback from the Sam Hyde documentary,
Mhm.
and
Yes.
there was always the parallel like the detractors of iDubbbz who are stuck in 2014 and would like to say slur because all the time was better back then. They constantly refer to Anissa as what is it? Yoko Hono? Yeah, there you go. The woman who destroyed
Right.
my dear fucking creator. And it's
Mhm.
like, uh, have you ever had a partner, man? Like, it
Mhm.
doesn't work like that. So when I look at Ethan, it's hard. I don't think I can compare Ethan to Ian. Ian, I know for a fact, is a secure man who has his
Mhm.
own spine. I've seen it firsthand. Um, Ethan, I do not know personally. I can only see all the immense mountain of information, private, of his family and whatnot, that he has exposed to the
He does
public.
overshare. He does overshare. We know way too much. Way too
We
much. And
know so
everyone
much useless knowledge. It's fucking crazy.
everybody knows. But yeah,
So
yeah.
if I'm thinking objectively about Ethan, he has indeed like an immense lack of confidence and of like he is not a secure man one bit.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Um, and there's a phrase that keep popping in my head that I can't say live. And so he's very insecure. He's constantly like you need to like see the podcast these days. So I tried to watch a podcast very recently, H3 whatever the fuck number.
Mhm.
And so I watched the intro. It was a little boring, so I skipped to the 40 or 43-minute mark when he started talking about it was an episode about iDubbbz. And
Mhm.
yeah, I didn't last 20 minutes. The vibe is fucked, and he constantly it's funny because the vibe is fucked at times, but sometimes there's remnants of the old podcast and the
But because the vibes were so fucked, when it does give you the vibes of the old show, it stands out so much and it's so weird because you're like, how? Because he's so bitter all the time. He's so bitter. He's like making fun of people, and his crew, for the most part, doesn't even respond anymore. They just let him go on these rants. So they're sitting there quietly, and he's just like shitting on people and looking around like, right, right, Dan, right, Zach,
so yeah.
right, right. And it's like no one really wants to answer. No one really wants to be there anymore. Like sometimes Dan has been an asshole recently and does participate, and he was like, I don't know, like he's just been kind of. A lot of them have been kind of annoying. Like I do, they do get a lot of the blame. But I don't want to put all the blame on Ela. Like I'm sure Ela has made Ethan like more of a Zionist, but like he also has a lot of the blame to have for
Yeah,
that
I
like
mean
this.
he's a
So
grown
I'm
ass
not,
adult.
yeah, I'm not trying to put it all on Ela and that she's the one who made him like this and like that.
Yeah,
He
no,
would have
for
been
sure.
great. Me hinting
Firm
that earlier,
tongue.
yeah. I
He's
don't want to. Yeah.
he's 40. He has 3 kids. Like at some point, like
It-
this this is him. Like
But do you
and
guys not
so
understand how hard it is to be an Israeli? If he wasn't an Israeli, he could
it is
easily be against the genocide.
it is
I can't
I'm
believe they
entire
literally said
shite,
that on their show. Like, do you know how hard it is to be against genocide when you're Israeli? I guess we're finding out in real time.
Yeah.
That's insane. And the fact that Hila's there right now, like I have been going.
Dude.
I know
Oh,
she's
bro,
lost a lot of Instagram
jealous.
followers. I have been checking her Instagram stories. I've been seeing her like Israel updates because I want to go through that stuff at some point. Like that's
It,
insane. Like that. I haven't seen the zone of interest. I haven't seen it yet, but
yeah.
everybody's been like this is like pure zone of interest. They're even putting side by side images of scenes from the movie with like
Right.
pictures that
Yeah.
Hila's taking.
It is
So
when you really take in account the human destruction that is like a couple of kilometers away from wherever she's doing her stuff. Like I like you you isolate everything and you go, okay, so nice little country, Israel. There's nothing going on outside. It's all good. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Wow. Feet in a beautiful little river. Going.
And you know what? And it is beautiful. It's Palestine. Palestine is beautiful. Like that's why they want them. That's why they stole the land. It's beautiful. It's fertile land. It's gorgeous. So like, yeah, I'm not shocked that some of these places are beautiful. You know why? Because it's Palestine and it's always been beautiful. Like, yeah,
That's
you can
right.
name it what you want, but the fact remains.
That's right. That olive tree behind me is a fucking Palestinian one.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy to see that juxtaposition of like knowing that there are people who are, and man, there's so much to talk about. Like knowing that that human suffering over there, that they're so like what is it? Is it 80% of the habitation who have been completely destroyed in Gaza? I'm not sure. And
I've heard
then
At
you got
upwards
least
of
the
90%.
yeah
85 to like like what are these numbers even like? I've heard
yeah. How do you
95% of it has been destroyed. It's like the
yeah.
it's like insane. Yeah, it's
I
like
mean, they don't
And
let
then
tent
and then,
poles into Gaza because they're like they could use it for military purposes.
yeah, and then you got the kidnappies, the Israeli kidnappies. I'm talking about all the prisoners, Palestinian prisoners in the prison, the camps in Israel. We're like at what 10K, 15K. I don't even fucking know. I know that before it was like 5K, and now I mean I can't imagine. And so when you just oppose all of that, the harassment in the West Bank, the genocide in Gaza, the prisoners in the prison in Israel, and you look at Ela Klein doing a nice little story about a
Literally
beautiful
just
little
doing propaganda
stream of
for Israel.
water. Yeah, a beautiful little stream of water, and then you eat a little Israeli burrito, and you see a nice little dog who surely hasn't raped any Palestinian prisoners, and you're chilling, and it's like, yeah, that's I mean, that's insane. That's insane.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
and getting that tattoo as well to me is very like go visiting a country that is actively committing a genocide and trying
Oh
to
yeah.
normalize it. What Ethan was talking about, I'm going to go film vlogs in Israel. That was also insane. Also, when Ela got that Star of David tattoo, and people were like, "But why?"
Oh, I thought you were
It's
talking about that.
yeah. People were like,
There's
"But
another
it's
tattoo?
you're no." I'm talking about that one. Like people were saying, "Oh,
Okay.
you were talking about the exact same thing." Like to me, that's yeah. No, it's insane.
Like, it's very interesting, like psychologically, and
Well,
I'm looking up. Go ahead.
no, so I was thinking of another one, but I don't want to bring it up now. Maybe I'll bring it up later.
Okay. It's immensely interesting on a psychological and the anthropology aspect of it all, of a group of people who, like, typically Ela, like this need to validate her Jewishness in a time where 60, 70 percent of her own people are for the campaign that is happening on Gaza. This need to feel a sense of identity under those conditions, because you could, like, there are anti-Zionist Jews who are super proud to be Jewish, but also super proud to not support a genocide. Like, Zionism and Judaism are two different things that you should be able to
Yeah.
separate, but there's
But
it's super fascinating, like psychologically. It's I don't really understand
Well,
it
it's a
all.
great
Like,
point you're making because, like, whenever Ethan or Ela talk about their Jewishness, it's always in relation to Israel. It's always centering Israel. as the focal point for their Jewishness.
Mm.
And then you get anti-Zionist Jews like Sam Cedar coming on that are essentially, whenever they talk about Israel, they use it as also a talking point to disentangle the idea of Jewishness being tied up in the nation state of Israel. And he comes on to Ethan's podcast and he berates him essentially for making that conflation about Jewishness in Israel. And Ethan has a mental breakdown. He doesn't understand. He doesn't know how to deal with that.
Yeah.
So
But
It's
kind of
Go ahead.
that debate with Sam Cedar, Ethan was kind of like, he didn't walk away thinking that he had wiped the floor with Sam. Like it was kind of a productive conversation.
shook.
Ethan did get defensive and he made some really shitty points. But the next day, after he went home and had the debrief with Ela, he came back the next day, completely flipped on that conversation, talking shit about Sam, insulting Sam, saying that he wiped the floor with Sam. So that is one of the times where you can clearly see Ela's influence on Ethan.
I remember him going inferring or directly literally telling that Ela was translating the news from Israel to him, and it's like, huh. So
I saw that. Yeah,
what's the ontology behind that, and what's the selection of news that she's doing for you, man?
I recently reacted for the first time. I rewatched the final episode of Leftovers, and that's when I noticed he was like, "Yeah, Ela's been translating the news for me," and I'm like, "Holy shit!" So she's been controlling. Not only are they watching propaganda, it's going through a second filter, which is Ela. She's the one who's communicating to them. Okay, even if there's anything remotely sympathetic towards Palestinians, she might choose to cut that out and just tell them, Ethan, it's just tell him, So she controls everything that he hears, at least from Israel.
That I'm most likely, because he doesn't speak Hebrew at all. I don't think he, and I forgot the point I was gonna make. Shit.
If you want to remember,
go ahead.
Go ahead. Keep. Don't
I
lose it again.
think I was he's not. I mean, he's not. Yeah, that's not the point I want to make. I'll have to retrieve the point. He's not really a smart man, and I always remember. Shit, this one is funny. I remember one time during a podcast, Ela mentioning that it was during a drunk podcast. It was pretty funny, and Ela mentioning that as Ethan gets drunker, he gets smarter. But in that sense, it was just Ethan babbling stuff that he would hear on some documentary or whatever. So he just says stuff that Ela ignores, and she's like, "Oh, he's so smart." And yeah, I mean, those two, that couple is. Oh yeah, there you go. I've retrieved my point. He constantly needs to validate that marriage. I don't think Ethan would. I don't know how he would behave if he had to lose his partner. I don't again. It's I don't know if he I mean, I don't know that I want to talk about his fucking sex life. I don't know if he met any partner before Ela, is what I should say. But it's kind of his main partner since forever, and that is the foundation of his life right now. So if he loses that, I don't know how I would take it. So he has every interest to, as someone who lacks confidence, lacks security, and he is a narcissist, he has every fucking interest to keep that thing going and never disrupt it.
And keep happy. And I just wanted to say, you mentioned I don't want to talk about their sex life. That's because you're a normal person, unlike Ethan, who obsesses over the people who he talks about and their sex life. I had sex for the first time with this person. It's like, why are you talking about this? Why are you talking about people getting laser hair removal? Why are you complaining about a woman just sharing the fact that she got laser hair removal?
You don't understand. It was.
So you're a normal person.
Foisted upon him.
Yeah, you heard it. You heard it here first. Despite the instability on the timeline of Froggy Tonic, rather stable in real life. That's crazy.
I want to take a quick detour just to read a couple of super chats, and one of them is particularly aimed towards you. Chris is asking you, Froggy, can you teach me how to say a seal in French?
Sorry, seal?
A seal, the animal.
The seal. Okay. Fuck.
Probably just
There
the
you go.
same.
I
Yeah,
think it was a
you know
trick
what? It's funny.
question.
Yeah, it sounds like
It's a
fuck, but it
it's
is
a trick
fuck.
question.
Oh, that's the trick.
That's the
You
trick. He
got
tricked
me.
you.
You got me. You got me.
Chris, you got him to say fuck.
I'm such an innocent soul that you can trick me like that.
Everybody, the Polish says chat is thirsting for James today. James, there you go.
Oh,
Dana
wow.
Sofianati says out of topic. Sorry, James, you look like Law from One Piece.
I look like Law?
Law?
Okay, I haven't
Law
heard that
Law
one
from
before.
One Piece.
Law, One Piece.
I don't know Law from One
Trafalgar.
Piece. Is that really far from now? And we're also getting a lot of love for Jim in the chat. Nola also sends a $2 donut. Says
Yeah,
sending some
shout
love
out Jim.
in honor of our mayor Jim.
Yeah.
Polish says French is literally just English with some stank on it. Would you agree or disagree with that?
Huh.
I think it's a classier English. It's a class.
That's interesting.
Well, there's so
So-
many French words that are just in English that we use.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Oh
is
yeah,
true.
for sure. And Americans like have a really hard time with some of them. It's always very funny as a native. I always love like people doing French accents. Hassan does one that is rather funny, but French, is it English with stank? I mean, I guess. I mean, I have a love-hate relationship with France and French people, as it is my country, and I see I'm struggling there to say that I love it. I don't know that I do. No, but I do. I do love it, but it's I mean, we're a bunch of fucking France is a bunch of pedo fascists, bro. I mean,
Fuck,
it's
bro.
like like we it's
I
we
think,
have we have presidential elections next year. It's gonna be like we had fascists in the streets of Nice a
Damn.
couple days ago. Like we have marches. Like there was motherfuckers doing like tiki torches type beat in the fucking woods. It's there's a rapist who was a very famous singer, and he has like 30 fucking accusation against his ass.
Wait, who?
So,
Jesus.
Patrick Bruel.
Patrick? No, oh, dude, my sister loves Patrick Bruel.
Oh well,
Lebanon loves him. I think he was in Notre Dame de Paris.
oh yeah, most likely. Yeah.
Was he? I
Most
think,
likely.
and I think, and the production of Notre Dame de Paris has come to Lebanon and they've performed,
Oh yeah.
or he's at least come here for a couple of concerts.
Yeah.
Patrick Bruel is a rapist.
Big rapist.
fuck,
Yeah.
dude.
He's a
God
big
damn, my
rapist,
sis-
not even a little
My,
one.
my
Not,
sister's not
at
going to be
all,
happy
not
to
at
hear that.
all. He's been doing it big, and
Okay, but
it's
is
gotta
like,
check.
Does Stromae have allegations?
oh no, Stromae is Belgian.
Is he
so-
Belgian? Yeah,
Oh,
he's Belgian.
Okay.
But we claim him. He's
Oh,
he's
He's an
French now.
honorary French.
Yeah. He is great. I'm not gonna lie. Like he is great.
How is
But,
France in terms of like free speech, specifically like pro-Palestinian speech?
I mean, so Europe is a little rocky right now in terms of free speech. So I'm following a radio who is a very leftist radio. It's called Radio Nova. And Radio Nova, for example, is comprised of, and it's a fantastic radio. If you know French, you should definitely listen to that radio, watch their shit. And the main guy of the crew has been booted off. I think it was a national television service. I mean, it was a radio, because he called. What did he say? He called Netanyahu a Hitler without a foreskin. I think that was it. And it's an excellent joke, phenomenal.
That's pretty
And he got booted off there. So he found a new life in Radio Nova, and everything is good, etc. But there was like a proposal for a law recently, La Loi Yaon, I think, and it was essentially like, listen, if you decry Zionism, you're an anti-Semite, and fuck you, and we'll fuck you up. That type of stuff. What's happening in the UK and what's happening in Germany. So there's a really worldwide push of censoring critiques of not only
Yeah.
the empire but Israel, and this push is felt in France as well. So it speech is free, but there's a lot of forces who try to bind it. So
Europe got extra fucked. Germany got super fucked as well. Germany, you can't get your German citizenship papers without signing a document that says that you believe in Israel's right to exist. If you want to get your citizenship in Germany, so it has gotten pretty crazy. I didn't know it was that bad in France.
I mean, it's so it's not that bad in the sense, like, for example, recently, so there's one guy who's called Pierre Emmanuel Barre, who's a phenomenal humorist, comedian, and so he works on that same spot in Radio Nova, and he recently talked about Sophia Aram, who is also supposedly a humorist, a comedian, but
Mhm.
she is a Zionist. So the humor, Zionist humor is a little weird. And
Non-existent.
and
It's
she infamously went genocide, quote unquote genocide, and he made a joke about, like, well, if Sophia thinks that there's a supposed genocide, I think she should get supposedly hit with a imaginary car or something. And it was kind of a, I'm recounting the joke very badly, but it was
Mhm.
kind of an exercise in hypocrisy, and
Mhm.
everybody failed it. Everybody was like, "Oh, you can't say that. That's not possible." But Sophia was essentially denying a genocide.
Mhm.
So, which is worse, imaginary car in the face or an actual genocide to deny? So,
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
and he wasn't. So there was a backlash to some degree, but he was allowed to say that. He was not. There was no punishment or whatever. So there's still free speech in this country.
Okay, okay. That's good to know. So I mean, so speaking of free speech, we were talking about so the copyright lawsuits are insane. We could quickly jump to Noah's lawsuit. By the way, shout out to Noah Samson. They're
Oh yeah.
currently doing like a four
Big boy.
5 day live
Big boy.
stream.
I need to tune into that live stream. It seems like there's been some shit going down on it.
Yeah,
So I
definitely.
watched some of the FT Signifier versus Abada
I did.
Panada
Yeah, I
like
did. Yeah,
debate.
yeah.
I just saw. I was thinking like, should I maybe react to some of it? But I just wanted to take. It's kind of nuts. It's kind of crazy. But they're at nine. He's raised already $96,000
That's
of
awesome.
his
Damn.
200 of his 200K, and
Good
then
shit.
anything over the 200 over yeah anything over the 200K will go towards like to helping Palestine and stuff. So they're aiming for like I think 500K total, but they're halfway through the 200K, which is already pretty insane.
He is smart to cover the bases, and then after the storm hits, see what's left and give that away if needed. But yeah, 200 is a safe,
It's
good.
crazy. Yeah, it must be. I've never dealt
Oh
with
yeah.
anything like this. It's crazy. I'm sure it's crazy expensive to
I
deal with the
know.
lawsuit. And Ethan is doing this. He probably like even Ethan Klein's usual supporters now, like Nicholas the Oreo, the legal mindset, and even like Mutahar, some ordinary gamer. All three of those guys were like, he doesn't seem to have a chance against this. No, like, why is he even doing this? So even regular Ethan supporters aren't fucking with this lawsuit, and they applied for it like the last day before the statute of limitations ran out.
Like, this is a
And
desperate content grab for Ethan, right? It has
it's
to
a
be.
desperate content grab. And I think he
Yeah.
knows. I think he knows he can't win, but he at
I'll
least wants to put Noah through the financial stress at this
Yeah.
point. Like, let's
No,
just
for
fuck
sure.
with them. So he needs every penny he can get. So
Yeah,
um,
he's. I mean, yeah, he. Damn, can you imagine wasting your kids' college fund? He
my
has
God,
It's so fucking insane. The guy has everything. Like I think I said. Well, listen, I think I said something like this.
I
Like,
think
he
you.
has a pool. He has a mansion. He has everything. He has everything. He's a millionaire, and he's just fucking it all up for what? So there you go. Imagine you got a huge, beautiful house with a pool. That's kind of tight. Pool.
Mhm.
That's kind of tight. An outhouse in a gated community. You have 3 kids. Kids are cool. I got tons of kids in my
Kids are
family.
cool.
Love them all. They're so beautiful and innocent. It's the future. You can invest in them. You can show them how fucking awesome the world is. You
Yeah.
can play video games with. I mean, maybe he's a little young.
No, I think they do. They do play. Look, they seem to have like cool little kids with cool interests. You know what I mean? Like apparently they're to like we don't need to talk about this stuff, but like enjoy time with your kids. They do. And Ethan, I
Yeah,
know Ethan talks about video games. Enjoy time with your kids. Like it is
you
kind
got
of
your
insane.
dogs, you got the money. Like, go do some insanely cool activities with your whole families. Why do you check your phone for all the shit that people are saying about you?
But ironically, now he says he's doing it for his kids instead of spending that time and money with his kids.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
says
yeah,
that
yeah.
because of
Hey,
CPS, like I'm doing this because they called CPS. It's like
yeah,
who
yeah,
called
yeah.
C? What do you mean they called CPS? You can't sue 7 people because some random person or maybe someone that used to work for you called CPS. Like what? Like he's
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
he's CPS has become his blanket excuse and
For sure,
justification
for
for everything.
sure.
They went for my kids,
Yeah.
and even his fans online and on Twitter, they went for his kids. Like they'll write that unironically. I'm like, who went for
I
his kids? Like, what are we like? No one like I never spunk out in support of like CPS. I'm like that's
I've
a
always
distraction.
been
Like
from the school that somebody that knew them called CPS. And like, so did he prove that CPS had been called? Like, was there proof that someone came in
I remember them showing like a card, like the card that the CPS person left.
left?
You know,
Okay.
I mean, in my opinion, look, the fact that he spoke about it so much, like, why would you want to advertise that
It
CPS has
was
visited your
definitely
home?
someone that knew them because Ethan even said that the CPS agent that came said like, "Oh yeah, someone that knew you."
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
did. But
Yeah, so like
was that the first time when he started harassing you, Froggy? Like,
Oh yeah, yeah, for
because
sure. So hey,
yeah, like I
we can
wanted to
slide
get
into
into
this
the
if you want.
history of Ethan like
how did
attacking
your
you.
yeah
We
how
can
did you
slide
and
into this if you want. Pull up, I guess my can we do the search on Twitter is so messed up nowadays, but I think we can do a date thing.
Yeah, love it.
Blah.
Quick shout out to Haley, who sent the $5 dono. Says he's mad. He's mad a woman wants to fuck Ian willingly without payment and foreign intelligence, hinting that Ela has been appointed to Ethan by
Womp, womp,
the
womp,
Israeli and
womp,
U.S.
womp,
government,
womp.
and also Haley
Damn,
Marina,
bro.
showing a lot of love for Jim. So Haley saying we love you, Anthony. You brought us together, Haley. Love you guys. Marina says Nata and Maki money from Jim, and Haley sends a $10 donor saying Jim always used to. Anytime I would show my cats on screen, Jim would send them a super chat because cats need cash, but they have they
Hell
built
yeah.
they have a little nest egg now because of Jim. So
So
Haley also sends it.
Jim was a good man. I
Great man, anti-imperialist, anti-Zionist, a poet, an
how old was Jim?
artist. I don't know exactly how old. If someone could let us know, but I think it was in his 60s, perhaps late
Okay.
60s. Also, Dana sent the super sticker. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for the support and lovely messages.
Do we know if he must have been he was happy in the chat and he was having a good time?
The best, honestly, the best, and I'm so glad that he was. I don't know much about like his personal life, but all I know is that I'm glad he found a home here and that he had a community that loved him.
Hell yeah.
And like I just posted about his passing on I put a community post on YouTube. It has more comments than any other post that we have ever put. Everybody knows who Jim is. Everybody loves him. So to know that
Hell
we
yeah.
were able to contribute to like his legacy, and we're gonna keep talking about Jim, forever. And he right before I think the day it might have been the day he passed, he had sent us poetry books. He sent me like
Ooh.
7 or 8
Wow.
copies of his book,
What was
Oh,
a
his
poetry book.
so he wrote that.
He wrote that poetry book. Yes.
Oh
I'll
wow.
show it to you guys in a second. He sent me a few copies of that, and I was able to send him a DM, tell him like, "Yo, I finally got your books. I finally got the copies." Sent him a picture. We talked about it. We talked about doing a live stream where I was going to read his poetry book, and we were just going to talk
Hell
about
yeah.
it and react to some of his videos. But now we're going to do that same live stream, reading his poetry, but just without Jim being there. But he's going to be there in a different
That's
way.
yeah,
He was
that's a very good
59.
celebration to
He was 59. That was so young.
59.
Wow.
Okay.
That was little baby Jim.
Well, those now you got to get a bookshelf, Anthony, for your background.
True.
I do, right? I
Yeah.
know. I know.
True. You gotta I don't know how you could do that, reprint something and put like a frame of one of your favorite poems from him. And
If we
you know.
he sent us with those books. There's a handwritten letter that he wrote that I'm going to
Oh hell
frame.
yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm
That's
gonna
cool.
I'm gonna print one of his photos. It's gonna hang somewhere in the studio and it's gonna be in frame forever. That we're gonna be. I'm gonna find a lot of little ways to honor Jim forever
I
and ever.
I
For
always
the rest of
say
the.
that if the conditions allow it, death should be a celebration of life, and
Of course. And
it's important.
I think that's what Jim would have wanted. By the way, thank you guys so much for talking about Jim and giving me the space to, to remember him a little bit. But yeah, definitely, I think Jim would want a celebration. Jim was a like a punk rocker.
Oh, that's
I feel like
cool.
he's like into like metal and death metal. So he has some like
Mm.
really badass videos of him like reading his poetry and like in his house with like really like cool lighting in the back with like rock music in the back. Some dope shit. Like he was a very interesting character. Again, I wish I had just more time to know him and meet him in person someday. He was such an awesome dude.
Hell yeah!
Um,
Shout out Jim.
Shout out to our beloved Jim.
Memorial
And
stream.
so let's did we get into how? So how did you directly
Yes.
get
So
into
I'm
Ethan's
thinking.
crosshairs? What happened?
So I'm thinking that it might be easier for me to search the fucking subreddit instead of my because the
Your
search on
Twitter?
Twitter is so
Yo, that
busted.
Are you going to
the
search the
subreddits,
H3 subreddit?
they're a
I think
great
that's the easiest way to find my shit. I think.
dude, they're the best archive. Shout out to whoever is like collecting because I know I wanted to look at Ela's posts in Israel, and I think someone on the leftover subreddit is like cataloging every single
Yeah.
Ela Instagram post from Israel, the entire trip. So whoever that person is, shout out to you.
But yeah, I think I saw one time like I went back and searched. So I rarely search myself on the H3
Hmm.
because I mean it's that, oh, I have stories. I don't know that I should say. I'm not sure, but I mean, bad shit, crazy. But recently, I think I had posted something on the leftovers, and I then searched myself, and I had some fucking bangers, man. I'm sorry, but god damn, bro.
You
So
you
yeah, I
go
guess
viral. You go viral like a
They're
couple
posting
times a
your
week.
dubs.
You go.
yeah. I'm gonna
That's
tell you like my only like when I do have an so again I had a couple of different things, and every time I grew an audience, stuff kind of went in a very good direction. So I mean I just have fun, and I am myself, and I guess it pleases some people. But so yeah, I guess where could we should we look up like from the H3 podcast, and I could like we could do
I could
yeah.
try it. Let me go.
So
Uh, the H3
do
subreddits. You want the
yeah,
official
do
H3
H3
subreddit?
H3 yeah, do H3 H3 do Froggy Tonic. No, do Froggy in quotes,
I'm blocked
and
from it. Let me
no,
see if
not
I
in
can
quotes.
still.
Oh, you're blocked? Oh yeah, probably.
People
I
just
can
think that
still
they
probably search there, right? I just can't
Yeah, I think
interact. Yeah, I
yeah.
can search for so Froggy Tonic.
Just do Froggy. Just do
Froggy.
Froggy and do, I guess, latest and try to scroll way back.
Here, yeah, one sec. Let me
I'll try
give
to
me
look
one
it up as
moment.
well.
Because I'm trying to remember when you
I'll
were
tell
first
you.
brought up on the podcast.
Yeah, I talked about how he participated in the death of his dog by ignorance.
Sorry. Here, let me
That's a
do
low
that.
blow. That's a low blow.
So it's like I talked about that, and it like I was at two fucking
Can you guys see my screen?
yeah, do
Um,
I mean it's
yeah,
black for
there it
now, but
goes.
now it's good,
So,
yeah.
Froggy. All
So
right.
let
So
me think. So
Froggy Tonic says Ethan is neglectful of his kids.
yeah, 1 year ago. So are you on latest?
No, that's what you want latest.
Yeah, try to to go late, yeah, new perfect, and then go way back, do hit a hand on your keyboard, and try to go, I guess, a 1 year. We'll try to find the first band on Twitter. I have a
Damn.
folder. I have a folder of people saying like, Froggy Tonic blocked me. It's very
I
funny.
think those are they still talking about you? It's them. There's a lot from a year
Yeah,
ago.
yeah,
Let
of
me think.
course, of course, of course. I'm an easy target. I mean, they
Okay,
like to
3 years.
talk
Okay.
about us.
Froggy Fresh.
So,
Okay, Ethan's
Froggy
story
Fresh,
responding.
Ethan story responding to okay. Can someone explain what's happening with
Okay.
iDubbbz Froggy? Go back.
I think this is just
You think this
learned
is
two
it? Just
years.
learned 2 years ago. Yeah, I think that's it. So, just learned 2 years ago, before Ethan Doug's death, some H3 fan voiced shit. Voiced concerns for his chronic vomiting, pointing to kidney failure. Got shunned by all the fans. Ethan declined the advice. Stayed course. Cheese as
He said
treats.
streets.
Fast forward, dog dies of kidney failure at 6 years old. Lifespan 13 years. So now, how can you shun a fallen fan when they worry about their 3 kids, when they can't be bothered to protect their dogs? Little homie even ingested pills left on the floor. Like, come on, man. So not,
That was
I mean,
that was a controversial thing. Again,
Bro.
I also never engaged much with the Shredder stuff. Like I was always
Yeah.
like, I don't want to talk about Shredder. I want to
I
talk
totally
about
get it.
the
I totally get
Zionism
it.
stuff.
So I get that. I get that. Talking about people's pet, people's kids, and whatnot. What I viewed was more so like, I think it wasn't it that the when did they click click on that show me the date, the exact date of this.
This
When
was
it's on the right.
04/03/25.
Right. No, but the
The
post
post
itself.
It says
So
1 year
19
ago.
no,
Anthony,
so
you're
that's
banned from the
yeah.
H3 Productions subreddit.
August 19th. I am banned. Yeah.
Oh damn, bro.
So
I
when you
responded-
don't show, put old dot on Reddit. So sorry, on the address, excuse me, on the URL, and put
here?
old dot in front of Reddit.
Old dot.
Yeah, you remove the WW and you
Reddit.
put old dot Reddit.
Okay.
There
And
you
the
go.
same thing. Okay.
I just want to see the date because I'm trying to think, because I
Oh,
think I was
shit.
speaking. Okay, 05. 05. So someone called
Can you
CPS Ethan Klein. Because I think I was talking about this, like I was referring to how people could be concerned.
Oh no, of course. And just him talking about him talking to 30,000 live viewers that his kids are crawling around, and because their dog has Giardia, now their kids have Giardia. It's like, why are you even talking about this? Like you can understand why someone might interpret that and be like, that's unhealthy or that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Now, you then understand like it's pretty common for kids to just like walk around and like shove shit in their mouth. But,
Yeah,
like,
for
also
sure.
like you have to try to create as clean of an environment as you can, knowing that kids are crawling around and putting stuff in their mouth. Try to make sure there's no dog shit on the floor.
I have a lot of things to say about that. Like for example, there was one time he was adamant, and rightfully so, and I commend that, to keep his kid's identity away from the public life.
Right.
And that's something that is great, phenomenal. But then he talks about their private life constantly, and you're like, oh, but they're babies, so it doesn't matter. Fuck you. It's still their private life. They're individuals. I don't care that they're tiny little babies who won't remember shit. The internet will remember shit. That's the whole fucking point. And so at some point he was doing a story with his kid, his eldest, I think, and he was playing with filters on Snapchat or whatever, and you have fun with your kid and you want to share that that little moment with your audience. It's totally fair. But then he doesn't have the presence of mind to understand that if he switches a face from if he switches a filter from one face to another, then there's a couple of frames who you will see every face, etc. So there's all these little things stacked up that show a constant ignorance or neglect about crucial things that are here to serve the kid, protect the kid. And that's kind of that's kind of what I wanted to point out in the tweet, is that there are behavior that this dude is having that could push someone to go, well, is everything okay at home?
And honestly, and I'm not trying to make you explain yourself, because again, Ethan does that himself. Like Ethan has, for example, right now, he's made it a thing to make fun of like Trisha and Moses, like basically his family and their kids. Like he's out there making fun of their kid's name. Apparently they named their kid Aquaman, which I do think is a silly name, but like Ethan is that kid's uncle. That
worst superhero to name them after.
Horrible.
Yeah,
call him Arthur or something, like something in like you can respect something as
Green
a non
Lantern. That would have been
yeah,
better.
it's like it's like, yeah, you're right. We're total strangers. He's family.
He's his
So
uncle. Like, yeah, maybe don't make.
yeah,
By the way, like they pulled up a bunch of Trisha's family videos. Like, apparently they started a family YouTube channel, which I don't like family YouTube channels. I think they're very exploitative, using your kids on. So I
well,
agree.
you don't have
Like,
to propel that footage yourself on top of, like, it's like,
and what's he trying to get at? Like, oh look, they're bad parents, and like you're just complaining that people called CPS and tried to take your kids away. Why are you now on the internet talking to your 20,000 fans that here are Trisha and Moses, your family, by the way, possibly mistreating their kids, possibly exploiting their kids for views and content, which they might very well be doing. I'm not even here, but like that's your family, and you're out there complaining about CPS, and you're now creating conditions for potentially other people or fans of yours to interfere with Trisha and make fun of their kid's name or call CPS on them. Like, hey, they're exploiting their kids. Why don't you call? So he's out there complaining that I'm doing this for CPS, but he does the same thing that he complains about.
yeah, yeah.
It's a very Zionist or like Israeli thing. Every accusation is a confession in a way.
Well,
So
the hypocrisy of it all. It's like that's one of the core pillars of this dude, and like kind of the we need to understand that we're talking about a guy who wanted to run away from consequences so much that he had a 20K tailored made button
button.
so that he didn't have to face the consequences of his words and actions. So he didn't have to correct a behavior and not say dumb shit or not do dumb
And
shit.
in
So
defense
yeah,
of that button, I feel like I may have benefited. I could have benefited from having a button like that a couple of times on stream.
for
I'm just
sure.
gonna say.
No, but for sure, we're human. We're human. We should have never had all those fucking tools of like exposing ourselves everywhere.
Live streaming is scary. It's
Yeah,
scary,
for
man.
sure. Like exactly.
I want to take some shit back.
Exactly. So I get like we're not infallible, and
Mhm.
it's completely human to go out of bounds and whatnot. But my problem is that yeah, he's an adult, he's a responsible adult. He has this show that was making millions and millions of views, dozens and dozens of thousands of concurrent viewers live, and you're out here exposing your life, exposing yourself. Do like I understand that you are like he is a yapper. Ethan is a yapper, but you need to have the presence of mind to stop yapping at certain things. I've done it very easily today. There's a bunch of times I was I was in it, but I stopped. I just stopped.
Mhm.
And it's like you have to dissociate that public from private life. Like was it last year? I think he showed his kids, and it's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
what happened to like keeping them away from like my problem? That's my real problem. Like I see, for example, right now I'm preventing myself from sharing private information about my past.
You took a
Oh,
But
second to think
it's
about it.
gonna
I
be
saw you.
juicy though. Come on, spill it.
yeah, it's a private life that I'm very that's the thing I'm very proud of. I would love to share it, but but it's like I'm very aware of the conditions, the I guess. First of all, I remember my childhood. I remember like it's extremely fresh in my mind, and all that happens at school. Might it be,
Mhm.
the interactions between everybody and whatnot, and the bullying, the potential cruelty that kids might have between each other, because it fucking goes. I'm thankful, like I've had a very healthy social life all throughout my um, childhood,
Mhm.
but you expose the life of your kids constantly, then you show their face at an age where we might be able to recognize them at some point. Who knows? I don't know. I hope not. I hope that those kids are protected from the exterior, the fucking public life. But
Mhm.
you're doing all those things, and then as a father, as an adult, as a man, you're attacking a bunch of people. You are taking the side of an entity who is committing a genocide, and he's going to go, oh, I'm not for genocide. Yeah, okay, you're not for genocide, but you're still enabling the normalization of
Mhm.
Zionism and Israel. And then, so you're attacking all the people that detract you. You are throwing a bunch of lawsuits. You're creating anguish and fucking stress in people who I believe don't really deserve that, for just for your own shit. So you're taking on so many enemies. You're exposing your private life. What do you think are going to happen to you? Like, God forbid, I hope your kids are safe their whole fucking life, but
Yeah.
you're risking them just by being a fucking dickhead, because
He's
there are other dickheads out there. And
Yeah,
so,
he's creating conditions that he's being antagonistic online all the time,
yeah,
creating enemies, saying
yeah,
controversial things, and
yeah,
then so like not that anything justifies anything, but like he's
no,
creating conditions that are like maybe some fucking nut job watching one of your videos, and same
yeah,
goes to one of Ethan's fucking nut job audience members who sees like Hassan on the street or like wants to harm him because well my favorite podcaster has been saying this crazy, so I need to go. So no, of course, it's
there's a lot of like little things, like life is a life, there's so many things that are a spectrum, and it's gradual little things. It's not all black and white and whatnot. And so there's tons of little behaviors that enable other behaviors, and that push. It's like the normalization of AI is gonna I mean, there's a lot of things to talk about, but just the normalization of fascism. This idea that we have created the conditions on social media to have those brazen positions all of the time, and be like hateful towards each other more easily than before. This itself enables behaviors and social changes that kind of fuck us all over. So he doesn't even think about all the ramifications of the tiniest actions that he can do. He has no presence of mind. He's a fucking moron, this guy. And that's kind of what I was, pointing at throughout all those little tweets, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll get back to those tweets in just a second. Chris asks you, Froggy, with a dono, says, Froggy, pain au chocolat or chocolatine?
Okay, so I have been converted. I have been saved by the Holy Lord. I once was a heretic who thought pain au chocolat was the way. And then I was finally saved by the truthful, the only truth of our Lord Chocolatine. So this is a very inside joke for France. You need to understand. So we have those little, we call that viennoiserie. So it's like a baked little, how do you call that in English? Like little cakes, little things.
Bakery?
Baker.
Mooncakes?
But like it's not the same thing.
What?
No, like
Mooncake.
the general, like a croissant or like a cookie or like
Pastry? Pastries, I
pastries.
guess,
Okay,
in
we got a
English.
lot
Yeah,
of little
maybe.
pastries, and some of them are chocolatine and well, pain au chocolat, but it's chocolatine. And so there's a divide in France. There's the south of France who says chocolatine, and there's the north who generally says pain au chocolat. But it's talking about the same thing. And yeah, there's
So
a
it's the
big
same.
debate.
So it's just the name.
Is simply the denomination of it.
Okay, I
And
say pain au chocolat. Even in
well,
Lebanon,
so
they call them chocolate croissant in Lebanon too, like croissant au chocolat
chocolate
sometimes.
croissant. Interesting.
They don't even say pain au chocolat sometimes. They'll just say. Uh,
Interesting.
and also, James, Chris asks you to please put your water bottle and hold it up to your head.
Hold it up to my head? All right, fine.
Yes.
Only this once. It's like a gallon water bottle.
Yeah, it's fucking huge.
That is
More
massive.
of like
That
a
is true.
canister. I like it. It's good for podcasting.
No, it's great. It reminds you to drink. Like holy shit.
Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Let me quickly switch back
I
to
don't
share my
remember
screen.
what I wanted to talk about. I think Ethan's cognitive decline. Oh, you have something to Oh,
No, these
we're
were
going for sure.
we're just in case you want to check out any of
Yeah,
your
yeah,
older
for sure, for
tweets.
sure, for sure, for sure.
So this is what got you on Ethan's radar. Ethan read this tweet and then was like, "Who is this guy?" And then he
So
figured out
yeah,
that you used to work with iDubbbz and Anissa.
yeah. So essentially, what happened is that true. What happened is that I made that tweet. Somebody, I'm sorry, And so I made that tweet, and some people like saw me essentially saw the ties with. I think okay, the events goes like I make those little comments about his dogs, paralleling with the kids, and like he's not a great guy. I mean, he's a dumbass. And then I comment on it was something bound something tied with Creator Clash 2, which was Ian trying to bait something like a fight with someone. I don't remember. And at the time, Ian was doing that little bait fight, whatever, essentially a fighter card.
God, it was I think Morgpie was trying to someone was trying to bait to and fighting she has red hair. She does the ASMR
That must
videos.
be
She licks
Morgpie then.
no Morgpie was they were trying to get her to fight Amaranth. Amaranth was saying a bunch
Oh,
of
Amaranth. Okay.
Amaranth was saying a bunch of like horrible shit on Twitter, and then a bunch of people were starting to like volunteer to fight her. So I think Morgpie was one of the people, and they were
Fight
I
trying
have
to
I
Amaranth.
set
have
that up.
to do a little like parenthesis.
That might have been it.
I have to do a little parenthesis for Kai. Somebody once told me the head. Na, 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 na. Now you have it in your head. Now
You're
you
gonna
have it
get
in your head. I'm
copyright
so sorry.
struck.
And so yeah, and he had that tweet with like 3 different cards or something, and he was very innocently saying it like Ethan. You need Jesus Christ, so many names. Ian
Yeah.
had for the longest time no beef with Ethan, and like the beef was very one-sided, and even like when Michael Briggs, his past coach, showed up on stream to talk about
That
me,
fucking asshole.
as in like, yo, did you know that they flew the French guy?
Oh, they mentioned I can't. I reacted to that whole fucking interview. What? Yeah, what did he say about you?
I the fuck I remember, dog.
So they flew you out. You got flown out. You got the VIP treatment. You got. They spent how much on you?
No,
How
dog.
much?
No. So the what
How
happened is
much
that
charity money? Come on, Froggy, tell us how
so I
much charity
took
money?
roughly 100K from
A
like I think
hundred
it was
k.
some shit about like some dumb kids, I think.
There
But
you
yeah,
go.
I what happened is that as I said before, like I took initiative to film the event, and so I asked him, can I come to the event? He said yes. I took my flight. I paid for my flight. I was, housed in the common hotel for everybody was housed there. And then so we didn't even agree to like paying me for the filming. I just wanted to film for my portfolio, and because he wanted to do a documentary about Creative Clash in general, but Creative Clash 1 didn't have enough footage, BTS footage, and so I was like, well,
Damn.
I could supplement it. So I did a ton of interviews. I ran around. I did a fucking marathon in
Well,
that
sounds
arena.
fun though.
It was
Dude,
fucking awesome.
Creator
And
Clash 1 was a legendary fucking event. I
yeah,
loved it. Even the
yeah,
second
yeah,
one, dude. I loved
yeah,
both of
yeah.
those events.
Well, to tell you, like Critical Clash 2 itself, it was phenomenal. Like so it was an arena of like I think 20K. It was packed at 28K, 18K. It was packed, bro, and it was so well organized. The whole team, like you need to like Ian and Anissa have surrounded themselves with awesome people. So the event was great. And so he wasn't even supposed to pay me. I wanted, all right, I'm gonna supplement some shit for the documentary, give you as much as I can, and I just want shit for my portfolio to try some stuff out afterwards. And he said yes. And on the last day, we started talking money for some reason, and then he offered to pay me. Like there was no money on the table for the filming and whatnot. And then when I did like for my portfolio again, a little trailer for with my footage with the all the cameras that there was there, and I fucking loved doing that video, and the video was fucking awesome. And I showed him that video because I knew he was gonna watch this. I mean, he wants to watch it, and he said like, "Well, do you want me to buy it?" And I said, I'm not gonna refuse that. And I told him how many hours I did on that and a rate, and he offered me that. So Ian has been generous when he didn't need to, and then I've been generous at some point in time when I didn't need to. So it was. I mean, I'm very happy to have met Ian. He has been extremely gracious for me, but he hasn't flown me for free to the US. No, and so there was a bunch of lies told during that stuff, and I wanted to say that Ian was extremely surprised by Michael's behavior that day. It came up legitimately out of the blue. So again,
Dude,
there's
it's such a betrayal of trust. And like I've been training, I've been learning boxing for 3 years. I have like a great relationship with my coach. There's like it's I'm not gonna say it's like your trust between like you and your doctor, like you and your lawyer, but like there's this kind of like there's this code, this unspoken code, like in the gym. You don't go on a podcast and talk about how your boxing student cried after a sparring session. You know how many grown men I've seen cry
exactly
after boxing matches?
exactly. Ian cried a bunch of times in his arms, bro. And like
Dude,
me, I met Michael a bunch of times. The greenest flags from him. The greenest flags. Dude seemed awesome. We on the I don't know if it was the last day or the day before. There was a I mean the nights were fucking awesome. I got invited to a dinner. I ate and with Matt Mercer, Marisha Ray, a bunch of people. It was
nice.
fucking awesome. And the nights were fucking awesome. There was lots of love, and there was lots of love from Michael Briggs. And so we hugged a bunch of times. We seemed like he seemed fucking awesome. We exchanged um, um, uh, not credentials. How do you call that?
Like information. He seems super
Information.
likable. Like
Contact info.
Yeah,
I was trying to
he's
get.
dope. That's what I don't understand. Like, was it money? Did they offer him money? Because I understand. Like, I think he's in LA. I'm not sure, but I think he's in LA. So I
He
kind
was
of
saying that he was saying that he was promised a bonus and they never got a bonus, but like he never even messaged iDubbbz to be like, hey, what about that bonus? He was like, I just don't want to message him. Like I didn't want to, but like so they just made like they were betrayed apparently, and they shot all this footage for and they never got like it was just kind of
yeah.
insane. But to me, like, how
I
would you get on there and just like talk and again, the fact that like I've been to a bunch of boxing tournaments where the guys in my gym are fighting. Anytime they lose a fight, dude, there's an 80% chance these guys are gonna like start crying. And I've had to console more dudes than I've ever had like before boxing.
Mhm.
Like, hey, dude, chin up, man. It's fine. Like, stop crying. We got you. Hugging sweaty dudes
Yeah,
crying. Like, it
yeah,
fucking happens. It's boxing.
It's the
You put
straightest
exactly.
sport.
Dude, it takes you put everything like on the line. You're getting fucking hit in the face in front
Yeah,
of other people, and you're
yeah,
training. And then sometimes your training doesn't amount to anything, and you still get your ass whooped in
yep.
the ring. It takes a toll. It's exhausting. They're training twice a day, so and like the fact that they were just like using and weaponizing just private information that like again client and he it's not like they didn't pay. He paid his coach for every single hour of training. He was very handsomely compensated for coaching Ian for all that time.
If I can attest to something is that Ian is not only respectful of like respectful of time. You need to understand, like me, when he contacted me, so he contacted me late October 2022, I think. He wanted a trailer made. The deadline was roughly I think it was January, like half mid January 2023. And so I quickly drafted something that was supposed to be a 2 minute video, but they wanted something a little more organic, not scripted and whatnot. So all right, fair enough. We get on a call. We discuss everything that he needs, and we hit a checklist. And so I start working on that thing, and he gave me so much time. Like um, I had a job. Like we everything was transparent. He knew that I had a job and I had this allocation. I mean, I'm a fucking adult, so everything went well. And he gave me like more than 2 months to do. So it was a long ass video. I had weeks that I was working 50 plus hours. It was a little
Wow.
grueling at times,
That's
but it
crazy.
was dope. It was dope. And so he was respectful of that, and then the financial generosity. Like, there are stuff like, when I calculated the rate that I wanted to put him on, and he accepted it. Like, he didn't really question it or whatever. I
Hmm.
didn't try to fucking scam him. It was very fair stuff, and he accepted it. And then he got generous after. So I can attest that I don't. Again, I don't know. I don't have eyes everywhere, but I can attest that if there's something Ian is generous and respectful. So at least this version today. So I don't know what Michael. I just don't know. But again, maybe there was some money that Ethan offered. I don't know, like, how
They
that
he,
went down.
they did give him money on the podcast. Like, here's, we're gonna give you like 5 grand because iDubbbz didn't pay you. We're gonna pay you live. It was fucking crazy. But I also just want to quickly attest, some iDubbbz is super generous with his time and money. Twice we did fundraisers on this channel, once for Palestine and once for Lebanon when the war was popping just a couple of months back. And iDubbbz is so quick to say yes and donate his time to come on here. And then just on the last fundraiser, him and Anissa donated $1,000 to help feed the displaced Lebanese families. So they're incredibly generous with their time, with their cash. Like, they're honestly lovely people. And it's just been so
Yeah.
annoying to me to watch Ethan literally fucking harass them and like sexually stalk and make psychosexual obsessive
Jesus
comments
Christ.
about Anissa. Like, I mean, just the way he was talking about just her laser hair removal in such a disgusting, misogynistic way. It's so sad because they're such lovely people just trying to fucking live their lives. In Canada, they're like not bothering anyone. They're
Mhm.
chilling. And even like they can't even post about buying a birthday cake on Instagram without it becoming news on the fucking H3 podcast. So it's just
They're paying. It's very, that again is one other, like, anthropologically a fascinating phenomenon. They're paying for having evolved past their past self. Essentially, it's
mhm.
I don't know. I don't know how to define it, but when you look at the uh, I think, did it start with the and is it Anthony Padilla?
Anthony Padilla podcast. It
Yeah,
was kind of. I think honestly, just when he started dating
the
Anissa,
interview,
people started giving them shit.
right?
People got so involved in like their personal life.
No, but
Hmm.
like, so during Creative Clash 1, things were all right. I mean, after the Sam Hyde, the Getting Away with It documentary, there were some of his fans that went against him because, there was some visible dissociation from the edgy humor coming from iDubbbz, and I guess seeing that juxtaposition of a guy who holds on to that on the edge humor, and iDubbbz who
Mhm.
kind of evolved from that. Maybe they saw something they didn't like in Ian, and so they kind of like lashed out to him. But it was, during an interview with Padilla, he said that he took a stance on like transsexuality, and like going uh he recounted, I think that was this interview, he recounted meeting a fan who was trans, and the trans fan said something along the lines of, I know that you might not like me, or some shit like that, like going as to
Hmm.
disparage themselves
Mhm.
because they thought that Ian had certain values that were reflected in that humor. Except this motherfucker has been woke for like a long time.
Mhm.
And that's what I'm saying about the privilege of the white male in the Western society. There's a lot of blindness about the ramifications of certain stuff, and all that era of like edgy humor. When you joke about something that is so outrageous, and of course, you would never abide by it. Similar to what Bad and Panetta is doing right now by using certain fascist rhetorics to use against,
Zionists and stuff.
oh yeah, it's kind of like that. And he's like, no, but what I'm doing is righteous because I'm against those people and those people are bad. Yeah, but if you use the, it's not, and so maybe, yeah, there's some blindness, and Ian didn't really understand at the time the ramifications of what his videos were doing to certain
It's kind of funny.
demographic.
It's kind of funny. It's like the opposite with the situation with Ethan, right? Ethan had kind of a woke affect about him, and his politics turned out to be pretty fascist. And Ian almost had the exact opposite, where he had kind of like an anti-woke affect about him, and then
Well, I'm sorry. I'm a big yapper. I hope it's not too much of a bother.
That's we love yappers here. Also, Far Twain has a question for you. Whenever you're done, we'll get to that.
Go ahead. Does Froggy know if AB believes Ethan is a Zionist behind the scene? AB is a peculiar case. AB, I liked him. I interviewed him. Oh,
you got to meet AB. Very cool.
Oh yeah, I met everybody. I had the full pass. Like I could go absolutely everywhere. And every time I presented myself, it was like, yeah, I'm providing footage for Ian, and yeah, I met everybody. So yeah, I saw him. I think I was right by or did I run? I kept fucking doing a marathon to get between the lockers and the ring and whatnot.
And back in the ring, I think it must have been exhausting.
It was arena. It was frankly fucking awesome. But yeah, I had like one fucking little granola bar. It was wonderful. It was wonderful.
Ian didn't feed you? That's what they did with all the money. Instead of feeding the camera
also,
crew.
So he had a whip. And
they whipped you.
A whip. Yeah. I still have the scars. Like, how do you think I got this? Dude, how do you think I got this? Like, that's
Damn. That's all Ian right there.
And so, yeah. And so, I saw AB getting punched. Like it was a rib cage, a liver shot. Was it? And he couldn't, and
he was on oxygen after Clash 1, right?
And I was in the lockers, and I got a shot of like I forgot his partner's name. I got a shot
Lena?
of her, Lena.
Yeah.
I got a shot of Lena, and then a shot of AB on the couch trying to recuperate. I was there. I talked. He's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. But so to answer the question, I think the whole problem is capitalism. At the end of the day, capitalism destroys us all. We constantly need to be at the top of the food chain to survive. And the AB has a gigantically expensive life. You need to understand that. I think I'm paying 1/10 of his rent.
Me too. No, I live in Lebanon, and I pay like a relatively small amount, at least like where I'm living. I'm sure like they're paying 10 times like.
Oh yeah. So he said it. He said at some point, it was in 2003 or 4, maybe 5, but I think it was 4. It's 4,200 at the time. It was 4,200.
Christ.
So
that's not Minneapolis. The rents here are actually pretty low. The city's done a lot of work. Keeping the housing costs lower.
4,200 is like.
That's crazy.
18. I think that's 5 months or 6 months of my own expenses, all encompassed. So it's like, that's crazy. So he needs the job. He needs to keep the job. The job pays good. He has the lifestyles too now. Like I've met people in that sphere that also had expense. Go ahead.
That's 1 year of rent for me. I pay right now currently. I pay crazy cheap, $350 a month for my rent.
That's good.
That's 1 year of rent for me. AB's got to pay every single month. So that's why. By the way, I've never spoken to AB, but AB and I have interacted indirectly. He talks shit about me on his stream, then I talk shit about him. Then he talks and reacts to me, then I react to him and talk my shit to him. We've never spoken directly, but we have interacted more times than I can count at this point.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's a shame. Like I really think he's. I mean, he's stuck. Like there's also a psychologically. There's always like a conflict internally of, are you doing this? Are you following that person because they've been good to you? Are you, like, I'm talking about like AB continuing his work for Ethan? Are you like, because he did uplift AB financially, in status as well. He gave him a creative outlet too. So there's a lot of stuff. Plus they had, intimate moments of friendship and, private life. So there's a lot of, psychologically it must be impressive to see everybody disparage you for a guy you've known for the majority of your adult life, and you feel personally that you owe that guy your current life, your current
mhm.
status, your current lifestyle, but you also have those thoughts of like, yeah, I mean, Palestine, etc. But then again, you don't want to be against your bosses. I mean,
It
I
hit even
understand.
closer to home. Like at some point, it became about Lebanon and South Lebanon. AB and
Yeah,
Lena both have
yeah,
family in South Lebanon. They both
yeah,
presumably have homes there. And then at some point, Ethan started like justifying what Israel was doing in Lebanon. He's like, well, I mean, Hezbollah is attacking them. So what are they? Again, he's like, it's horrible when they kill innocent people, but like, what are they supposed to do? It's not like, and it's like, and AB has to sit there. Like, ultimately, I'm like, listen, if you're okay with this, man, like, whatever they're paying you, it's your conscience at the end of the day. You're going to bed, you're laying your head on your pillow at night. Like, if you're okay with having to listen, sit there and listen to both of your bosses be like, well, Israel has to, they have no choice. But it's like,
they
do
gotta
you, man? Like,
protect themselves. I mean, Israel Shai,
I don't, and also, I mean, like, AB has mentioned that like someone in his family has like health issues and he's trying to help pay for that. So I'm not going to put myself like,
Yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean?
That's
Like,
what I'm telling you. Like that. Like
Ethan has put them in a very hard. I could admit they fucked up and they could have left if they wanted to, but their boss, like their job changed almost overnight. Like these people used to go into a
yeah,
happy work environment, have
yeah,
fun, and it was about the goofs and gaffs. Hey, let's make a fun slideshow. Let's
yeah,
make a fun thing. Hey, Sam, build a nice little set. Hey, AB, do some research on this person, and then it became, let's take down Hassan. Let's bring down IDubs. Let's sue these people, and for some people they could walk away and find other opportunities. For some, maybe like AB
yeah,
doesn't think that he can,
yeah.
and now he's kind of just stuck. And
He's a little far. Yeah. The mud is at his knees. Like it's.
it's
I mean,
yeah, it's
yeah.
he's an adult and he made his decision. He made his
Yeah.
choice to stay. But
It's
like,
just a job. Like I feel like we're overthinking it.
I
Like
agree,
he's
dude. No,
getting
but like,
paid.
no, it's like the
yeah, it
eternal.
is.
It's like the eternal socialist, I guess, leniency. That's what I reproach as well about the left, is like being too um um wanting to, how do I say this, on like being lenient essentially. And so it's like, it's not
Hmm.
so much like he is an adult, he took his decisions and whatnot, but I can empathize and try to understand and comprehend. But then again, yes, there's like, he's been as abrasive as Ethan. He also, like, yes, you say it's a job. Like I fucking banged my head with bosses and they've hated my fucking guts because I
Right.
had to protect my rights. I was going to say interest, but technically rights and the fucking law, you fucking cunts. And he, and also my coworkers, because that's the thing. What affects me affects my coworkers. And he, like, it's okay, like, to, I mean, then again, it's the US, like, you don't have social safety nets and whatnot, like, but he doesn't have a spine at all. Like, you could have stood a little bit. That there's a leeway. There's a fucking balance that you can strike. You can appear diplomatic and you can appear well
Yeah,
intended to,
and you're
like,
live. Like he's not going to fire you live. Like the fact that it's being recorded live and you're arguing with your boss a little bit and like at least debating him, it's all on camera. Everything is recorded. We
yeah,
can go back to it and be like, so it's harder for Ethan to fire you if you're afraid of that because, but also maybe he felt like he's not educated enough. He kept be like, well, I don't know enough
so
about it, and like it's
so
not
that's,
my show,
yeah.
it's Ethan's show. He kept saying that. If it were my stream, you know what I would say, but this is not my show, so. But they
That's that.
participate in the harassment and they get him information to dox people and they make him the folders where he goes. So at this point they are active. Like James was saying, it's just a job. It is, but their job has kind of become to harass and like collect like
Yeah.
get tweets from like random people to go after them and try to ruin their online careers, and so their job
Froggy,
kind of has.
have you ever done like movie editing or ever been interested in making like a short film or something?
I mean, so here's the thing. Like, I've always been like specialized into trailers, short form stuff. But I mean, I'm an open mind.
Because I saw a really sad post on the H3 subreddit, and I feel like it needs to be dramatized and kind of like immortalized in film. Anthony, could you pull up the H3 fan has trouble dating? Because I really wanted to
H3
get
fan
to
has
this.
trouble dating. Oh, nice.
Yeah. I really wanted to get to this while we had you. Because
Oh, because
I feel like
he
yeah.
mentions that he loves the H3 podcast, and it's a great a red flag for
I think
the.
this needs to be like a short film
That's
that
so
gets on
funny.
YouTube because like those what are those short
Yeah,
films
I
where it's
see.
like the mother is
That is
like
a good vision.
cheating or something and then that they say that I don't know, those like ridiculous, what is it, like Darfur short films.
Can I read?
Yes, please read it.
Dating as an H3 fan. Why? Just why? As a woman, dating altogether is difficult, but as an H3 fan, even harder. I want to put on my hinge. It would. Huh? I want to put on my hinge. It would be a plus if my partner enjoyed. Okay, if my partner enjoyed H3, so we can watch together. Oh, and then, that's just crazy, bro. And the amount of men trying to match with me saying the craziest bullshit. We're like, you're pretty, but H3? Ugh. Sorry, it's the ick. I know most fan are girlies anyways, but God, can I find even one cordial male? is that written by a woman?
And
Juicy
also,
Junior.
also
Okay.
genocidal girlies. Like, what kind of girlies? I don't care. Like, oh, it's a girlies. So what kind of girlies are enjoying this lawsuit podcast, lawsuit
I
pro
know.
Israel podcast? Who's watching this shit?
Can I find even one cordial male out there? Doesn't have to be a fan for real. Any idea, ladies? A crying emoji. Anyways, 68-month member here. Can't wait for 69. Edit. Okay, I meant to say I only bring up H3 when they ask what I like to watch. And to you don't even have to mention it. And why are you so proud to watch A3 in fucking 2026 that you have to like mention it in a fucking like I don't even like what? Okay. And to be honest, I listen to a lot of podcasts, then mention the other podcast. What the fuck is wrong with you? In my free time. H3 is my main watch though, since I've been a fan forever. Edit. Since some think it's my only thing. Yeah, that's exactly what I mentioned. And everybody must have been mentioning too. Okay. Since some think it's my only thing or first thing on my profile, this is not a requirement either. They don't mention it. I just want to, what the fuck? I just want a man who doesn't, what the fuck, hate Ethan and Hila. Why? They can honestly not even know. But there you go. That's your fucking solution. You don't have to even discuss this.
But as soon as they know who they are, it's dangerous. Like, it's like, can you
That's
risk
crazy.
that?
But if they had similar humor, like the Zionist humor, and also maybe be part of the 41%.
Maybe they're talking about the pedophile themed Reddit account that Ethan had.
Oh my god.
Maybe that kind of humor.
Yikes.
Under the last.
So what is the 41%? I don't understand.
I think
like
they're talking about the channel statistics in terms of like audience gender.
Okay.
Are they saying that 41%
no,
of the
maybe
H3 audience is men?
Who
I guess.
no, and maybe also part of the people who have partners in the audience, maybe?
I think it's supposed to be like the audience gender gap. Apparently it's like 59% is women that watch their podcast.
Not even
yeah, but I think that's bullshit at this point. Or like, even if they still try to say that if they're shitty. If it's women watching your show, then they're shitty women. I don't know what to tell you.
Under the last prompt, green flags I look for. Laugh at my bad jokes, can match my weird in all the best ways.
Sorry.
Also, if you don't get embarrassed, unless maybe an H3 fan, you don't have to put H3 fan. You don't have to do that, girl.
Bro. Bro, that's a rough
Do not
one.
have to do that.
Do you guys want to quickly look at some
Sure.
footage of Ela? James also got this footage. So here's Ela. Oh my god, what is this?
Oh, there's much more. I mean, you can pull up her. There's much more, man.
Yeah, there's a few more.
Let's
Her
look at. Oh,
on
so
her main
excited.
one.
Head
Like
home.
she went on to do a Jeep. Like they had a Jeep like going around in the pampa of Israel. But like no, but like I mean
Oh,
on
she's
the
in a Jeep.
on her Instagram, you can
Yeah,
you can
there's
look
like
Ela
at
hiking in
archives.
Israel, maybe.
Dude, people are archiving her stuff. Like that's fucking crazy. Okay, so watermelon with some cheese.
Okay,
Again, like
does that taste good or not?
I mean, it could. I'm not feta is interesting, but with this, I don't know, man.
if it's Israeli feta, hey, Israelis make. Everybody knows Israeli feta is the feta. to
It's
get.
Israeli watermelon.
Exactly.
Yeah. Also, the
Exactly.
fact that they're showing off this watermelon and they keep getting watermelon tattoos in their family, it's like, are you doing it on purpose? Like, are you doing it on purpose? Like, what are you trying to reclaim the
Watermelon covered in the white feta? I don't know.
No, at least Palestinians don't put feta on their watermelon.
White face watermelon.
Look how beautiful the beach is. Look, it's so nice.
This is so
forget the
fucking
genocide.
gross.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
There's,
what
there's
price?
one of the there's one of the boats of the flotilla that just beached itself on the shore of Gaza recently, because they apparently when Israel kidnapped the flotilla people, they left the boat there and they're starting to wash up.
Yo, hiking
Yeah.
in Israel. Yeah, I saw some footage of how they're like handling them, dude. Okay, so here's some hiking footage.
Yeah. Nice little rural life amongst the olive trees.
Palestinian olive trees. There's like the pictures of there's that infamous photo of the woman that the IDF is trying to pull away from the olive tree, and she's hugging that olive tree. I think that's the one that's right behind you. Let me full screen that real quick. There we go.
Yep.
And yeah, Ela's posing.
Imagine a people so righteous to the land that they cut the trees of that land.
She's technically my neighbor right now. Ela's pretty close. She's
Yeah.
Israel and Lebanon, the
Yeah.
next door neighbors. She ain't too far.
Yep. A nice little picnic under the sun. Like
this is an Israeli trait called shawar. Like, what are you? What is this? Of course, you're gonna Israeli eggs,
boiled eggs, by the way.
Israeli boiled eggs, classic. Israeli dog. Look,
Anthony, do you eat lebna in Lebanon?
Oh, I do. Oh my God,
I've been going to this like I don't know.
Let me.
I guess it's like some. Is it a Somali place?
Mediterranean. Oh, they have Lebanon and Somali restaurants.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Somalis in Minneapolis, and so.
Oh shit.
I've been going to a few places to get Lebanon. There's only 2 places near me that I can pick it up. It's like kind of like a Middle Eastern spot, and then a Uzbekistani grocer.
Uzbekistanis are selling Lebanon. So Lebanon is basically strained yogurt.
Yeah.
It's so
like
good. It's so freaking good.
It's so good. So some salt. Salt, olive oil, a bit of thyme or a bit of mint on top, and with some bread, it is delicious. And if you have a bit
I'm gonna show you something.
And if you have some crushed garlic, James, add a tiny bit of fresh garlic. It becomes like garlicky Lebanon.
Mint and garlic, or are those 2 separate?
No, garlic is
a fiend, bro.
Wow, look at that. That's some good ass. That's so Lebanese of you. By the way, Lebanese people and like Arabs, we keep our olive oil in like jugs like that under the like in the kitchen.
I had to buy a special fucking plug to do this, because this didn't came with this. It was
that's very Arab coded of you. I'm very proud of you. That's great.
I'm Arab now. Let's go.
That's very Arab coded. Olive oil in a big old jug like that. That's fucking crazy. So yeah, dude, yeah, Lebanon is amazing. So the way you're eating it now, without the garlic, put mint, salt, some olives, delicious. But if you can also do thyme, get like za'atar or like dried thyme.
Okay, I gotta you gotta send me a recipe or something for it.
Yeah, I'll try to bring you some or something. But Froggy, there's a massive Lebanese population in France. I don't know where you live. We're not going to dox you.
Yeah, I had Lebanese coworkers.
Tons of us in France.
Yeah,
Paris in particular. Il y a des Libanais partout. So I'm sure there's a lot of Lebanese restaurants you can go to. There's a
for
lot of
sure,
Mediterranean.
for
If you ever
sure.
want to try Lebanon, I'm sure you can find it. Yeah, it's
Oh
everywhere.
yeah, 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 for sure, for sure, for sure.
We've taken over France. I'm sorry.
Oh
And
fuck
you're
yeah,
welcome.
dude!
And you're welcome.
The land is for the people, so you know it is. I'm gonna tell you, like it's so funny that some of my my fellow French people don't like immigrants because somehow they're taking over the land, bro. We have taken theirs, and so they're just trying to have a normal life in the imperial core. And first of all, like so many are born there. They are French now, motherfucker. You better get used to
Yeah,
it.
hell yeah.
So yeah.
James, people are saying you need an Arab wife. Haley D sends a $5 dono and says, that says Ethan would just fire AB behind the scenes and drop a pre-recorded video 2 weeks later. Did you
Oh
see
my
the
god.
pre-recorded video,
What?
Froggy? They recently fired one of their employees. Unfortunately, sadly, never good news when someone loses a job. I
Yeah,
forgot what
yeah.
Morgan. Her name was Morgan. She's one of the
Yeah,
new
yeah.
hires, and they
Was she okay? Was she the girl? So
red
a
hair,
girl, frizzy hair,
red
Yeah,
hair.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the
Frizzy.
and
frizzy
she
red hair.
was also on the Love Show in
Yes, something like
2024,
she was
the
like part of the
third
Bachelor thing. Yes, something
Bachelor
If
like
thing.
that.
only she got first, she could have gotten haircuts for free from Jeff Wittick.
Yeah. True, yeah.
So she got let go from the show, and they announced it via a pre-recorded segment at the end of the episode. So they're like done. They're like, all right, cut to the clip. We have some sad news, but we can't say it live because we're afraid to fuck it up. And then they cut to like a pre-recorded clip of like, guys, it's very sad to announce that we had to let someone go.
Also, it wasn't even like it wasn't even a recorded message of her. It was like
Ethan
No,
Ethan
no.
just
saying,
announcing it. Yeah.
"Nice."
Which is so
Hey,
She got
crazy.
no. She didn't get to say
oh,
goodbye or anything. She just like up and disappeared.
cool.
That's
Hey,
that's
And
so
again,
interesting to me.
yeah,
Because
that's
and
like
again,
yeah,
we hope she's okay because living in LA, as you said, it's very expensive.
yeah.
So hopefully she had something lined up, or she get some kind of severance package or something, get back on her feet.
So to give you a little insight, I had a friend, I mean a coworker that I work with on Critical Clash, a direct coworker, and they essentially at some point they were working, I think it was 90 hours per week. They were juggling a few different things, and not even in a, I mean, everything is
Goddamn.
expensive in Los Angeles, but I was going to say not even in an expensive neighborhood, but yeah. And so, yeah, the life in Los Angeles really seems to not, I wouldn't recommend. So many people told me, yo, you should move to the US because, oh, you speak English so good. And you do the editing. You could make so much money. Dude, I would be in the US. Just shoot me in the head.
You would be
Sir.
you'd be
well, that might
spending
happen
any money
sooner
you
or later.
make. But by the way, just I do want to say again, we've been talking for like 2 hours. Brilliant English accent. Like again,
Thank
do you
you.
speak
Thank
English
you.
often? Like, like when's the last time you had a 2 hour English conversation with someone, or is it something you do often, like for your work or?
I guess I exercise. I like to continue to continuously. So I think most. I guess I'm mostly think in English. I dream
Oh, you think in
regularly in
English?
English. Yes,
Oh, that's
and
crazy.
I so all my devices are in English. It's been like that
Hmm.
like since I was 17, and
Oh, okay.
I'm
I
your age.
because
So
I think in English as well. I also because I and I think I think I used to think in French when I was younger, and I think it transitioned at some point to like
yeah, yeah,
thinking in
yeah.
English, and that's when you know like okay, that's it, like
Oh yeah, for
that's
sure,
my language at this point.
for sure.
Okay, cool, very interesting.
Have you ever dreamt in English?
Yeah, all my dreams are mainly in English, but like sometimes maybe if I'm speaking to like someone in my family, I'll speak some French, like whatever I use
Yeah.
in real life with that person, it'll just apply in my dream. I speak whatever all languages have made it into my dreams, I guess. Just depends what I'm.
For example, like yesterday, I was
Is if we you
Oops.
might be frozen,
Yeah.
slightly frozen.
Also, Anthony, you want to full screen it again if we're done sharing
Oh yeah.
stuff?
was
Yeah,
my
sorry.
friend, and so I think, oh yeah, yeah,
You're
unstable man.
back. We lost you for like 20 seconds.
Oh, okay, okay, and so yeah, so I was with a friend like yesterday on the phone, and then Discord, and I think we started at 21, like so 9 p.m. and we stopped at 2. And so that's what? That's 3, that's 5 hours. So
Damn.
5 hours full French, and today this. So it's like, yeah,
Nice.
when you switched it up, it when you it can get tedious. Like, I know, for example, I'm not that confident in French during professional things. I mean,
Mhm.
it depends what. It depends what. Because when you're trying to be a salaried employee and you're seeking a job and you have to sell yourself and you have to bullshit your way towards something, right? Which I haven't had to deal for a long, long time. That adds a layer of stress and complexity to how your brain is trying to seek information. So if you speak multiple languages, there's a lot of tangles, at least for me. Today, not a lot of translation that I needed to do in my head. So yeah, it's fine. But you know how it is. I mean,
You're doing great. Haley says if you don't have to, no one should move to LA. I wish people would realize that status
Yeah.
isn't more important than making sure
Yeah.
you're set. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, this pursuit of profit status, and understand all the little different system that works within that kind of society, like all the people
And
that get
47.
plastic surgery because they are told there's an influence within social circles that this little injection will make you better, this little thing, and like many different stuff, and it truly
Oops.
It's like he's live streaming from Lebanon. Are you sure you're not somewhere in Lebanon?
Not enough
Froggy?
power outages.
Yo, France has some sketchy internet. I did not know that.
eroding humanity, like what we are.
We lost you for like 10 more
Okay,
seconds.
let me
What's up?
let me do
Yo,
something.
it's funny. You have like Lebanese style internet, huh? That's interesting.
Okay. Do you hear me?
Yeah,
We
yeah,
can
you're
hear
good
you.
now.
Okay, when did I cut up?
Like 15 seconds ago?
What was I saying? Sorry.
Good, I can't remember exactly what you were. Chat.
Okay, it's all
Chat
good.
coming to help.
Fuck capitalism.
I'm
LA is
listening to you.
bad.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
And,
yeah. Status
uh,
and
okay, I might have fixed my internet. I'm not sure, but
don't, by the way, the only reason the way I can stream with you guys is I have to use my phone's 4G internet, plug
Wow.
my phone into my computer, and use it as a modem.
Wow.
Because my Wi-Fi is too shit, and my building, my area doesn't get fiber optics yet. We don't get fiber optics here.
Shit.
So like, I'm not judging you in any way. I find it consoling. I like seeing people have electricity or internet problems because it doesn't make me feel like such a shitty streamer. I think I have the worst internet connection or like lighting, like just electricity situation of all streamers in the world, I think, because of where I stream.
I actually have a good internet. I don't know, like maybe I didn't see anything on my I monitor some shit. I didn't see anything. It was a nice little wave, but yeah, maybe. So how many times have I cut out? Like 2, 3 times?
Just twice.
Just
twice.
2
You're good.
times.
Okay.
Barely. You're good.
And I don't remember what I wanted. So me, I could keep going on and on. I don't know about you. Like, what's the situation about time, about streaming? Again, I could go on and on, and I have stuff to say.
We can go for.
I
we
think
go for
we
another
should
few
get you
minutes.
back another time. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh
yeah,
you're
okay.
definitely coming back, dude. A chat. I'm sure chat would love to have you. You've been an awesome guest. So
Yeah.
So yeah. By the way, chat. How has this French boy? Sorry. How
gonna make a
has
poll.
this French boy been doing, guys? Could you tell us how has this frog boy been doing?
By the way, we forgot to. Someone in chat was like, "Where's Comrade Casey?" We told Froggy where Comrade Casey was. I completely forgot that we did not tell you guys.
Yeah,
Comrade
yeah,
Casey
true.
was at a wedding yesterday, and he got the hantavirus.
Well, I
Comrade
think
Casey-
that's
don't
just
know what he
a
got yet.
conspiracy, but
Conspiracy. But he was at a wedding. He was surrounded by many people, and he may or may not have gotten something, and he's feeling congested today. So that's why I'm so sorry we didn't say that up front. We said it. We were talking about it off cam with Froggy. We forgot to mention it again. He's okay. He will be back next time. So far, I put a poll. Okay, there's a poll. Should Froggy come back? We're at 100% after 16 votes.
A source, shit, the joke was not quick enough, but a source told me Casey is fine. Please God.
He's fine. No, yeah. Casey God bless. I just if we do want
Thoughts
to
and
end it now, I did
prayers
want to
with
ask
Casey.
you one more. Can I just watch a couple more seconds of that
What?
Israel
fuck?
footage?
Oh, my my camera. Wait a second. My camera.
Wait, this is Lebanese internet streaming.
Take
No,
your
no, no, no.
time.
It's
Right?
just it's my camera.
I have not. My power has not cut off once so far. Right?
Yeah, I'll change the battery of my camera. Wow.
I did fuck up though. I do want to apologize to everyone. The first like 14 minutes of the stream, you guys, your volume was a little bit down. I hadn't fixed my desktop audio, so if you guys are watching it back later, I do apologize. What is happening?
It's my camera. You hear me, right?
Oh no, you're good. We're not. Yeah, we can hear you. We're not worried about it. I'm talking about. I'm looking at my audio on like it keeps changing. Was the audio okay, guys? Did you guys was James and Froggy's audio working for you guys the whole time? Were they too loud, too low? Yeah, you're more than welcome back, Froggy. There's so much, and I'd love for Comrade Casey to talk to you as well.
Oh,
Get
for
to
sure.
ask
I
you-
mean,
Yeah.
I'm relatively available in general, and I like to I mean, you know, it's funny. Like the person I was working with in fucking there you go.
There
In
you go.
fucking, it's crazy because this shit's been plugged in the whole time, and
By the way, I'm sorry. Get up and show everybody your shirt. 1 second. We got.
oh hell yeah, my shirt
Give
is so
everybody-
cool. It's such a cool fucking shirt, bro. Look at this.
That is a very dope shirt. It deserves a mention.
So, beautiful. Like I saw this.
I know. Where'd you get it?
So thrift, like complete thrift. Most of the shit that I have, like I do buy some new clothes. Like I haven't bought shit in a long time. But mostly thrift. Like this was technically this was online thrifting online. And yeah, I saw this and I was like, oh fuck, I gotta have it. But yeah, there's an infamous fit of mine that I'm very proud of. Could you Google Froggy Tonic, please, Anthony?
When H3 talked about it, you look fucking badass in the like army outfit.
I'm gonna tell you, and it's funny. Like Hardy Marnstein disparaged that fucking fact of truth that the one time, the whole goal of that fit. But we gotta show it on screen before I talk about
I'm bringing it up. I know the fit. It's a legendary fit. Let's go.
The main fucking
So
reason
good.
for that fit was to pull up the other one that has the back view.
Let's go.
The main reason for that fit, it's up there. It's like one of
this
the
one.
this one. There you go. And so they told us like, yo, there's a gala. So you gotta do some effort and whatnot. And my partner in crime, my coworker at the time, they were like they loved playing around with outfits, did fucking love doing some cool shit, and they were trying like to have some crazy vision. I was like, oh shit, I should leave my mark too. The whole purpose of the fit was to leave a mark, to like be remembered in that fucking fit. And so I went to a shop, I saw that outfit, and I built around it. I thought the flowers were fucking awesome. I don't know if the hat
you got the
was
socks. You got the socks matching, and you got the yellow accents
looks
on the
cool.
beret. Everything is put together,
the
man.
boots, dude. The boots have a yellow sewing too.
Are these Doc Martens? Yeah, hell yeah,
Doc
dude.
Martens.
Fuck yeah.
And so
It reminds me of some
Go
kind
ahead.
of like sigil from Game of Thrones, like the wheat or the flowers.
I see. Yeah. There's in the front and the back. I wanted to add some on the because I have a sewing machine and I like that kind of stuff. I wanted to add some on the legs. Go ahead.
For Ela, who's been, and Ethan, who has no sense of style, and Ela, who, I mean, look, has made a couple of nice pieces for Teddy Fresh, but who has also done some hideous photo shoots, hideous photo shoots for them to sit there and look at this photo and talk shit about someone else's fashion sense.
The only thing you can say is that I have a flat ass. That's the only thing you can disparage
No,
me on.
not even. It's
The
the
rest is
pants.
fucking awesome. This fit is fucking awesome. And I'm so proud of it. You don't even know. That's why it's so funny to me when every time this motherfucker brings it up, as in like a gotcha. Brother, you are only reminding me of some of the best time of my
my
fucking
dubs, yeah.
adult life. Like, yeah, fucking idiots. So yeah, and so yeah, this should, yeah, thrifting. I'm when I started like getting heavy money, because I'm a pretty not minimalist, but I try to watch out my spendings and whatnot. And
Mhm.
the when I started like getting like
Don't get into Lego. James and I have a
Nope.
friendly feast.
Nope.
Don't buy Lego.
I know how expensive that shit is. I would get secondhand Lego, maybe like a big
I
box.
recently got
I
addicted,
saw
and
that on your
now
Instagram. Yeah, the complex one, the pretty ones.
Rivendell. Do you like the Lord of the Rings?
I don't fuck with it that much, but I'm gonna pull it up like your Instagram.
My God, my God, Rivendell. Also,
Yeah,
I love that Ela is showing like black people in Israel were infamously like the Israeli government used to give Ethiopian Israelis like
forced,
contraceptives,
yeah,
forced abortions, and forced
yeah, yeah,
infertility treatments without their knowledge because
yeah.
they didn't want any black Jewish people
That,
running
yeah,
around
yeah,
Israel.
yeah.
So they would, yeah. So I love that. Oh, look, they're so happy here. It's like, oh yeah,
Diverse
great.
society, democracy. Yeah, sure, dog.
Yeah.
Lord on a. Oh wow, yeah. That there's a lot of pieces in that thing. Wow, Jesus Christ.
It's
How much
massive.
did that cost?
That is supposed to be $500 US. Now I
It's
did
too
manage to get
much.
that one for free. I managed to get that one for free, but the rest I've had to
Really?
pay for. Yes,
Damn. Okay.
the
Shout
rest
out,
I've been
dude.
paying for, like a good boy. I've had
Shout the
it's
fuck
expensive,
out, bro.
but yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
yeah. I
it's
think Legos are cool in the sense that I mean we all grew up with that shit, but more so like just for the sheer peacefulness of it, the serenity. Like we exist.
yeah,
We gotta have hobbies like that. It's very good. It's very good.
building it is kind of fun.
Yeah, exactly. What did I want to say? I wanted to quickly touch on Ethan's kind cognitive decline.
Yes,
So
let's go.
the I wanted to remind everybody that Ethan, like, so there are studies out there that link cognitive decline with aggression, doing shortcuts,
Hmm.
cognitively and whatnot, and essentially being isolationist, uh, uh, being antisocial and whatnot. And so understand the history of Ethan. He was extremely anxious when he was a teenager. He was sleep deprived. He had a hard time sleeping. I think he relied on drugs a little bit, but I'm not
Hmm.
too sure. So he was in the fucking dumps. In
He used to be addicted to drugs, which and like I think which one was it? Like some kind of painkiller or something. It was pretty strong medication, and then
Oh, I think I
and then
remember that.
and he
Yeah,
used to
yeah.
smuggle
Hmm.
that stuff into Israel, and then he made fun of Casey Tron for smoking weed and called her a fucking
Right,
drug
right,
addict or
right. Oh
something.
yeah, that
The
reminds me of
irony.
something. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, true, true, true. So see, like Ethan's adult life, early adult life, came with this. Like he was a fucking mess. There's technically nothing wrong with being a fucking mess. It's how you deal with it and your capacity to bounce back and your capacity to try and improve that situation. He used crutches. So I
Hmm.
think meeting Ela kind of comforted him immensely and changed his life for the better. I mean, at the time, and he kind of, started being a little more serene. But all that sleep deprivation, all that fucking stress, you need to understand that cortisol fucks your brain up. So
Hmm.
cortisol, normal hormone in the fucking body, but when you have too much of it, like anything that you take in excess, when you have too much of it, it fucks up your system. It creates a inflammatory reaction as well, and it fucks up your immune system. So it
Hmm.
not only fucks your brain up, it fucks your body up. Also, sleep deprivation. It means you can't clean your fucking brain up. You accumulate plaque in your fucking brain. And again, sleep deprivation, you very often have an impairment equal to if you were drunk and whatnot. So if you constantly get on that level, That's not good. And then the drug abuse. You talked about that.
Mhm.
Constantly
Tramadol,
introducing.
they're saying in chat. He
Okay.
was addicted to tramadol.
Okay.
Hmm.
So heavy drug. Okay. So constantly introducing that type of poison in your system and never flushing it out, never, and the hygiene too. Like
Mhm.
and I'm talking about hygiene, like the in French, it's like, I mean, it's both, I guess. Maybe in English it is too, but like the lifestyle. He is sedentary. Like this dude doesn't lift. Like I remember
No
he was doing,
exercising, nothing. Yeah,
yeah,
doesn't
yeah, yeah.
leave the house.
Do you even
He
lift,
was
bro?
he was doing a challenge against Trisha Paytas one time in a park. It was a fun video, blah blah blah. He tried to do one pull up. He was not able to do one pull up. He stopped there, something like that. And so completely atrophying his body. So there's nowhere near the cardiovascular fucking shit that he should have. And so all the poison that he gets stagnates.
Yeah.
And then because he was so stressed, sleep deprived, and on drugs and whatnot, his immune system gets completely obliterated,
Fucked.
and he got sick so many times. And then COVID hit. And COVID, when you get the fucking like the brain fog, oh, lovey dovey little brain fog. No, it's brain damage, motherfucker. And so brain damage, he caught that shit how many times? 5, 6
He
times? I
got
don't even.
COVID 5 times.
I know for
Yeah.
sure, like 4 times for sure, right?
He
So
does
how
get
many?
sick a lot. He does
He
get
gets sick
sick a
constantly.
lot. They get sick all the fucking time.
Yeah,
That is true actually.
it is
And
crazy.
by the way, he also
Go ahead.
can't. He was. I remember once he was at like one of the poker tournaments, and he was asked to do jumping jacks. He did them in like reverse. He can't even correctly do jumping jacks. He like he
Oh,
jumps it.
yeah, he might have coordination problem too. I mean,
He can't even properly coordinate a jumping jack. Like he can't even do that.
it's it's
He's
a little sad.
horrible.
As a parent, that type of shit, like my parents were taking me like in hiking back in like when I was a kid, and it's like I can't even do like physical activities.
I
with
mean,
his,
why do you
with his
think he's
fucking
not
son.
hiking in Israel with Hila right now? Because he
Can't
can't
hike.
hike.
I mean, no, but I mean, you could make the argument. Sure, I agree, but you could make the argument. I mean, yeah, they could have gone with the kids, but I mean, could they have gone with the kids in
Why
Israel?
is Hila going on this trip by herself, right? Like, I don't know. A little weird.
It is.
I
I
think-
mean,
Especially
there's
when
many
Ethan
questions
said that he
there,
wanted to
sure.
go to Israel so badly to do a propaganda tour.
So he said he wanted to. Then once they got backlash, he was like, you know what? Like it was irresponsible of me for
It's
me to
too
say
dangerous.
he wants to go. I think in his mind, he's making the calculation. Like Ela can handle she's already lost enough like Instagram followers. He's like, fuck it, she can go. If I go, it'll be too controversial because I'm the face of the show. And if we send the kids,
Yeah.
they're gonna call us.
Oh yeah, because
irresponsible
there's so much to
parents.
save right now.
Those
There's
are all
so
great
know, right?
reasons that Ela told
have to
him
hold-
for why
they
she
have to
needed to
hold
go
on.
by herself.
They have to hold on to the
No,
last.
no.
300K.
You'd catch too much heat. Let me just go by myself.
Yeah.
You stay with
Let
the
me
kids.
take a break. And yeah, like, and if they take their kids, fuck, no one is gonna let it. Like, you guys took your kids to Israel during like a war and like whatever.
Yeah,
So
that's
I think
yeah.
I think the calculation was Ela has family there. Let her go see the family,
Yeah.
and then we can try to.
So his immune system, so he's atrophied completely, like on muscular level, he's completely atrophied. He's stagnant.
His brain is
And-
also atrophied.
and so there you go. So he got COVID brain damage. That shit stacks. By the way, I'm not sure. I think I looked up the dates. I might be responsible for him checking his brain and getting an MRI. I'm not sure, but I remember one time I made a tweet, blah blah blah, fuck you, you're Ethan Klein, go fuck yourself. And then I said something along the lines of like, you have brain damage or something. And I made in parentheses, by the way, that's true, man. You should go check yourself. And then a couple of weeks after, I think it was a couple of weeks after, he checked himself. Lo and behold, they both have lesions in the brain, apparently. So,
Damn.
so it's like I know my shit. Like I know my fucking shit. And so COVID brain damage, and then the over reliance on ChatGPT. The brain, you got to use it. You got to fucking use
Dude,
it.
where would Ethan
So-
be without his haters? He'd still have fucking brain lesions eating holes in his head.
And it's like the only information he consumes is like iDubbbz did this, and he'll go home and he'll watch drama videos about iDubbbz, and he'll talk to his family members and his friends about like, did you know what iDubbbz and Anissa did to me? They betrayed me. He was my best friend. Like even like that's why people were like commenting on him at the poker tournament. It's like, dude, you're out there in public with like other people, with like adults, like you're live on TV, you're playing poker. Even then, like your brain, like I think Chris said in the chat, so Ethan has permanent snark brain now. He does. His brain is like he can't think of anything outside of his podcast. His brain can only function with like Hassan bad, iDubbbz bad, Denim's bad. They called CPS. He recycles these like 5-6 points in his mind, and that's all they can think about. I feel like that's all they talk about at home at the dinner table. Him and Hila.
There is the obsessive aspect. So he clearly has a litany of obsessive disorders, and it feeds into that. So he is a narcissist, and he constantly needs to have validation. And of course, like if you constantly get attacked and you don't have that validation, I think he goes into patterns of constantly trying to man the ship, essentially, of seeing if and what criticism is abound to him. I like it's fucking weird. Like I don't think of like when I'm with my family, when I go back to my family or whatnot, or even yesterday, like I mentioned him because like I'm on a podcast today, literally talking about nothing but him. But it's like, but I'm in my family. He's not kind. It's not on my mind. Destiny's not on my mind.
Yeah, right.
Bro. Like
It's so good. You guys missed it, but there was a clip of After Dark that I randomly stumbled upon where Ethan called in. Because it was that Monday where he's like supposedly sick after calling that Russian woman a prostitute.
Oh,
And
God.
then he's
right.
And then so he calls it, he's like, I'm really sick, guys. I'm really sick. The whole family's sick. And they're talking about like leftists on Twitter that are like, I don't know, anti-Israel or something. He's like, yeah, fuck those guys. Then his little kid in the background comes like waddling down the stairs and he's like, Daddy, I'm sick. He's like, hold on. I'm just talking about these leftists with a girl with a microphone and bacon man. It's like,
oh, he called on the because there's that now.
Oh God.
The-
Daddy, feed me. I'm hungry, Daddy. Shut
it's
up,
literally
son.
like that. He's like,
I
I'll
need to
get to you
talk
in a
about-
minute.
I gotta talk about
there's
iDubbbz
that
and
now,
Anissa.
the Guam and Morenstein podcast. So what's up with that? So like let me check the frequency.
It's more frequent than the actual H3
It's more
podcast,
free.
but-
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like what
insane.
happened? Did he want to step? Did he explain that? Because I cannot fucking keep up for the life of me.
It's like
Did he
Ethan's
explain?
his like more basic instincts, where he's just using that show to air out all of his grievances.
Yeah.
'Cause
Also,
but he
like a-
still seems to do 3 times a week, right? Like,
yeah, a
I'm
lot of
looking-
times they'll
I
do
don't know.
2, but like that after show is consistent. I think what's happening is views are down, so watch hours are down. So it's just
So he
another.
adds, a
It's
podcast
a
on
way
top.
to boost engagement on the channel and keep his viewers on there for longer. So since their episodes are averaging like 400,000 views,
Yep.
they've lost like 600K. You know, so
That's
to make
fucking
up for some of
crazy,
that
man.
watch time, they had to make a whole new show, and you know.
Could
It's
we?
doing
I
us-
don't know if your viewers, shit, but I don't know where that fucking video is. Yeah, I don't know where that view. Oh, I might have it on my TikTok. Okay, could you pull up my TikTok?
Sure.
I made a video about this, a tiny little video. And I think we could watch it on the stream. Get your viewers acquainted. It's literally 15 seconds, I think.
What?
So this particular brand of frog is returning. So apparently it would be my pleasure to return, boys. You guys are good company. The chat seems, I haven't kept up with the chat a lot. I
hello,
will
sir.
say.
Hello.
Wow.
We'd love to. Yeah, the chat has spoken. Chat is saying yes. Haley, thank you for that super chat. Also, Haley says, this is why I can't stand being mogged by foids. Exactly. You got a cortisol spike. And cortisol is not good.
Ethan is getting constant cortisol spikes, bro. And imagine, so
Let me
imagine
share.
you're trying to chill at the end of the day, and you're pulling up like Reddit tweets or whatever of people shitting on you. Okay, so you can click to the 2500 one with Ethan. Yep.
That's not how you fall
This one.
asleep.
Today.
The thing is,
Yeah,
Little
spiking my
silent on the
cortisol.
haters.
Let's see.
the thing is, I don't think people give a fuck as long as you're making like good content. They'll be like, I don't care, I'll watch it. They love the show. They want to keep watching the show.
I'll do it today.
The thing is,
that's
That's a pretty
that's
good
an
one.
awesome edit.
there are so many moments on his podcast and on the famous like anti-IDubs and anti whatever like podcasts where there's such awkward tragic silences. Like he thinks he's saying something, he wants that fucking validation from the crew, from the audience, and just crickets, bro. It's fucking crazy.
It's
It's-
super awkward.
yeah, that's totally true.
I think I wanted to ask you one final question, and we can let
Yep.
and then we can let it go here, and then we'll get you on another time. I think everybody
Sure.
wants some more Froggy Tonic here. Where does H3 go from here?
Here.
Do you think? What's next? I've been predicting that I think Ethan and Eli are going to like quit the podcast within like 2 years. At this point, it's within like a year and a half. I think once they're done with all these lawsuits, and they're going to try to ruin people's lives.
Right, the
they're
lawsuits,
they're,
yeah.
they're going to lose the Noah Samson lawsuit. There's a couple that they're definitely not going to, the iDubbbz one, I don't even think will actually make it until. But anyways, I think in like a year and a half, once their views are peaking at 300K, like now they're still hitting 400K sometimes. I think they're going to get to a point where they're at 300K. They're eventually going to maybe step away, maybe either let the crew take over or like let Harley and like Gwam, or they just kill the channel and they just fuck off and I don't think there's
Interesting.
any redemption. I don't think there's any redemption for H3. I think they're going to continue down this path. They're going to try to ride the lawsuit content as far as they can, and once that's done, once the Denims lawsuit is done, and once the Noah stuff is done and everything, I think they might just disappear and be like, you know what, we don't want to do this anymore. You know what, the internet, everyone's harassing us, everyone hates us, we don't want to be here. They're going to play the victims and try to be like, we're leaving because everyone is being mean to us.
So that is a good theory. I don't have the greatest like very wide graph look at their shit. I don't have Social Blade Silver or whatever it's called. But
Yeah, no, me neither.
he would probably continue to use the podcast as like his platform for the time remaining of the lawsuits to try and boost shit up. Oh, little parenthesis. Yeah, I why did he sue was it Ian instead of Destiny? I think he's legitimately petrified of Destiny, his fans, his audience, and well, he has a partnership with
I mean,
Dan Saltzman and
Destiny's
Saltman. Yeah, there you go.
Destiny's like a parasitic wasp. Like his community has. Wait, hold on. Go ahead.
He is. No, I'm just saying. Yeah, Jesus Christ, what a fucking mess. This dude as a kid. That's what I'm saying. It's so accessible to make a kid. It's so I could have been a father long ago. It's so easy to make a kid. Raising a kid now that's a fucking challenge. And they both. I'm not gonna say anything. Destiny is not doing a good job. Destiny is not doing a good job. But Ethan is petrified. You need again. It always comes back to how anxious he is about everything. I don't think he has a set of beliefs that he truly holds and that carries him. Like you try to
he'll now go against things that he used to believe in just to spite Hassan.
It's true.
At this point,
it's true.
He's disagreeing with things that he used to say. Like he stands for nothing now, and I think
It's true.
Kilo Tonics made that point in the Hassan Bad video where he's like, this guy doesn't even stand for anything anymore.
It's true.
Like,
He
if
came
it-
back on so much stuff that again, we talked about it early on where he said he didn't want to show his kids, and then he shows his kids. So it's like, there's so much stuff that he went back on. So but we were talking about the potential future of the H3 podcast. So I don't know how they're doing money wise. You talked about it, like
It's got to be down. Like their views are like down like to a third. They just fired someone. They've never fired anyone. They literally had to fire someone. They also hired some people, but that's just costing them more. Are they still getting sponsorships like they used to? Teddy Fresh sales are 100% down. Teddy Glow sales are 100% not what they would have been like 3 years ago. I can guarantee it.
Oh yeah.
Memberships are definitely going to be down. So
Yeah, I saw someone speculate about that. There was like some stats or some shit. I don't remember, and I might have seen that. Yeah, Destiny is a father, bro, and the kid, the kid actually deems himself a Nazi. So
yeah, it's the
great
kid fuck
parenting.
too.
Great parenting. It's fucking awesome, dog. Destiny, the fucking abuser. And so Ethan, I mean, yeah, they could stick around. I don't know, like I don't know how much they care about H3 podcast. It's kind of their life since like forever now. So I
Do you
don't know
have
that
any
they'll.
do you have any advice if Ethan is listening right now? If anyone there, like, is there any way to turn the ship around? And if so, what advice would you give them?
Ethan Klein, I know you don't like me. I know you think I'm your enemy. I know that you think I want something. I have ill intentions towards you. That's not the case. I think you're a dumbass. Don't get me wrong. I think you're an absolute fucking moron who has completely fucked over his career for what? I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. I do think you might not be the best parent, but you could be the best parent. Ethan Klein, make me your your little boy. Make me your little boy. I'm gonna live with you. I'm gonna be your au pair. I'm gonna do the cleaning for you. I'm everything. It's gonna be a wonderful time. But I also will
Yo.
lead you towards a path of serenity, to try to make you see the good in life, the beauty of humanity, to step away from this path that leads you towards fascist apologia. Okay, we can turn that ship around. We can try to make things right. We can amend things. We can build the bridges. Make me your boy, your little boy, and I will cook, clean, and bring you peace in your mind. Teach you how to sleep nice, to not scroll. I'll be the app which tells you to close Instagram at night. I will make you whole. And if you think I'm joking, I'm not. Like legitimately, I legitimately believe I could make you my best friend and make you feel like you have turned that shit around, because I've achieved serenity, peace, and happiness. I know that you can too,
Yeah,
potentially.
they could desperately use an au pair. You know what I mean? Like the house isn't getting cleaned. We know that.
They need a Mary
The last
Poppins.
house-
They do have a rotation of like a babysitter, if I'm not mistaken. Like
The last housekeeper is suing them for
there was
wrongful termination. Apparently, she went to get surgery and they fired her after
Right.
getting surgery because she took some time off. That was great. That was honestly, the chat is impassioned by
That was
that
beautiful.
by that appeal. And
Thank you.
hey,
And legitimately, like that's something that I said a long time ago that was deleted from the leftover H3, and it's really, it's half a joke. I'm really being truthful in the sense that I come from very far, and I've really have achieved true serenity. Like I could go right now, shoot me in the head. I want to keep living. You know, it's cool. I like
we
life.
would
Life is
never we
awesome.
would never shoot you in the head. Never.
But thank you. But you know what I'm saying? Like I truly have achieved peace, and I know the human potential that everybody has, and I know everybody can achieve serenity, peace, and love. And it's a shame to see a father not achieve his true potential and bring a solid foundation for his kids. I wish he wouldn't be on the path of passing down his trauma to his children, but I'm afraid that that's the case, and they're gonna have to deal with it. I don't know if they'll be aligned with him or not aligned with him, if they'll have to deal with trauma or not. But it's just a shame. Like you have, okay, so H3, blah blah blah, it's going this way, blah blah blah. Okay, that's H3, but that's money shit. The more important shit is family shit, and there, and again, like I've been wrong before. Like I've defended Ela so far up in like,
Mhm.
was it 20? I don't remember. But I've been wrong. I've beefed
Mhm.
with my own kind over some shit. And I've understood how wrong and naive I might have been. But and it's true that his brain is completely eroding. I am convinced of it. He's gonna have an early onset, some bullshit. I'm telling
It's
you.
mush.
So
There are some very
maybe-
sweet people with dementia.
there you go. There you go.
There.
There you go. There's some bad ones too.
There are some bad ones.
I've lived with someone who had dementia, and so she had literally like brain holes in the brain,
Yeah.
and
Damn, fuck.
she also was like slightly racist, and so it was not. It was not. I mean, sweet old lady, but yeah, fucking like yeah, you know. So we don't
Well,
know.
hopefully that there are two paths there, Ethan. You can be the slightly
It's up
racist.
to you, buddy boy.
Yeah. You need some Froggy Tonic in your life.
Exactly. With consent, I can give you some
Of
Froggy
course.
Tonic.
All right, man. Well, thanks so much for coming on to the show.
That was awesome.
it
I
was
hope
fun.
everything went well. I hope
Yeah.
the chat was happy about. I hope I didn't take too much time because I'm a yapper, as you've seen.
No,
Oh,
no,
no.
dude. This is a podcast. The whole point is to talk.
Yeah,
and
it's
yap.
true.
So
It's
you-
true,
you
it's
did.
true, it's true.
You played your role brilliantly and perfectly. Thank you so much for being here. It was genuinely a pleasure to meet you and to get to talk.
Same. I'm
it was
getting
great meeting
very good vibes from you, Green Flag. So it would be my pleasure to come back.
Hell yeah, dude. The whole
All right,
chat
that'd
loves
be
you.
sweet.
And we're gonna keep track with everything you do on Twitter. By the way, where can people find you if someone wants to follow up? Other than
I'm
Twitter
just-
at Froggy
I'm-
Tonic.
I'm a fucking Twitter guy. I love tweeting. I just love saying some bullshit. I do make some videos sometimes. Like I've done one recently, which has been the intro of Hassan's for like the past week. I will do another one, which I'm very stoked about. I'm beginning like this week. I'm gonna try some new shit. And
Okay.
same. It's so I do that, but mostly Twitter.
Short form video or like a long form
Yeah,
video?
like similarly to what I did like recently, a 2 minute something that kind of
Nice.
hypes up. It's a like PBS, so Piker Broadcasting News type, old school, and then switch up to a hype fucking edit.
Okay.
I'll see what I do.
That's cool. That sounds fun.
So fuck Ethan Klein, but also hopefully he gets better for the sake of his kids. And fuck fascism, fuck
Hell yeah.
Israel, and long live humanity.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
What a great note to end the show on.
Hell yeah.
Fantastic. Froggy, it's been a true pleasure. Merci beaucoup d'être venu. C'est vraiment.
Plaisir. Plaisir. Grand plaisir.
And let's go. Let's go France, guys. All the way from France. And it's almost midnight also. So thank you so much.
I feel bad
staying
for
up.
you guys. I've got a gorgeous day waiting for me outside.
Hell yeah.
We're done with the day here. We're done. It's over.
True,
We're gonna,
true.
enjoy some night activities and then get some sleep. Hopefully.
All right,
Exactly.
awesome.
All right.
I'm gonna. Tout, thank you so much, Froggy. It was a pleasure.
Pleasure.
James?
See you around, guys. Don't
Yeah,
Catch you
hesitate.
later.
Bye bye.
We will
Until
not. We
next
will
time.
not. Bye,
Peace
boys.
out. All right, see ya. Boom. Okay, guys. I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna see if I can stream later today, but we'll see. For all of the Americans in chat, happy Memorial Day. I was looking up what that was. Memorial Day is about some soldiers. It's like for soldiers that died in war, so now I get to have a barbecue tomorrow. That's going to be fun. So everyone, peace out. Have a great rest of your day. If if there's still some daylight left, get out there, enjoy the sun, get some cancer, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace. Let's see if this outro works.